All right. What's good? What's good? What's good? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's happening with everybody? Let me say what's good. We should have a good conversation this morning. A lot of silliness out there on the internet yesterday. So it's always fun to talk about. Cadillac 634 in the dough. What's good, sir? What's good? Let me put this link in the chat, man, so we can get you guys. I think I keep saying this, but I think I'm gonna get a call-in number so I can allow more opportunities for people to get on here and speak their piece. But let me put this link in the chat. Y'all jump on up here and share your thoughts. Cadillac 634, what's going on, man? All things, what's going on? Gilbert Jimenez in the building, what's good? Black Fonz, what's good? What's good? What's good? Aisha, sister, good morning. I dedicated a video to you yesterday. If you didn't see it, check it out. Thank you for being a supporter. Thank you for being a channel member, man. Thank you for being a channel member. Mike Kirkland in the building. What's going on? LaMarcus Robinson, Greg's Boxing Network. Haven't seen it in a minute, man. The Greg's Boxing Network. Hope you well. What's going on? What's going on, Coach Chris? I know you got something bad to say about me today, Coach Chris. I know Coach Chris got some smoke for me today. What's going on, Mr. Volitan? Good morning. Hit that like button. Mike Kirkland. Big Mike. Man, what's up, Stone Alone? I ain't seen Stone Alone in a minute. I don't see his name, but every time I think of Mike Kirkland, I think of Stone Alone. Barbara D, my lady, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Aka Flex and Steve Mega, Ernie V. LR in the building when that cat and that's supporting that cash app in the super chat. Thank you, sir. Siddharth Fanan, thank you. I'm telling you, hey, Aisha, I'm telling you, I dedicate videos to people that support in the super chats and in the super thanks. Matty Yo, bro, I swear to God, I think I'm about to put a picture of Matty Yo up here. And yesterday, expensive paper, right when I got off yesterday, right when I jumped off, bro, yesterday, right when I jumped off. Expensive paper with the $25 holler yesterday, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, expensive paper. And you know what it is. Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad. I got 3 videos. I did 3 videos yesterday, so you got to watch all 3. As the coach here said, we're going to agree to disagree this morning, Fanon. All love today, good brother. Oh, that's what's up. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, dog, because, man, let me tell you something, bro. Terence Crawford, bro. Dog, Terence Crawford don't make no damn sense to me, man. That man's mind makes no sense to me. I think just the exact opposite of that guy. Man, that dog, he is always so put upon, bro. Oh, he's so put upon. So put upon. All the time, man. God, dog. Hey, Maria, what's up? He said, good morning, Fanad in the chat. Man, he got a complex. You right, Aisha. Dude, this dude goes off again. He goes off again about how dare anybody want to see him fight Jaron Ennis. Dog, don't nobody want to see you fight David Evanesian. Like, how do you do this? Hey, Asante L, what's up, man? How do you do this? How do you go from I'm gonna fight David Evanesian, a fight nobody asked for, nobody wanted. I'm gonna fight Kell Brook, a fight nobody asked for, nobody wanted. Amir Khan, nobody asked for, nobody wanted. Come on, man. Egis Kalvanakis, nobody asked for, nobody wanted. But when somebody actually wants you to fight somebody, you cop an attitude. Ponce de Leon, what's up, man? Peace and love, brother. He needs to just be quiet and do whatever he wants. Yeah, just do that. Tell Errol take step aside money so Bud ain't got enough money to pay him. You want Bud to have to sell? Okay, let me get now. Nebraska assassin. I know you're a Bud fan, but I know you don't want Bud to have to sell his new house, sell his new boat, turn all the cash over in his bank accounts over to man. I don't know about the Nebraska assassin, dog. Terry Schmooch, you might be trying to get me fired up. Yeah, but if you know what, you're around enough. Yeah, for sure. Give me 1 second. Let me do them right, because I know you're a Bud fan, and I gotta wrench Bud fans. I gotta wrench the Bud fans when I see him, bro. I gotta wrench the Bud fans when I see him. So we're yes. We'll get Nebraska assassin. Take Errol. Yeah, tell Errol I can't. First of all, I'm not telling that man nothing. That's a waste of breath, bro. Trust me. I know Errol's personality well enough to know that's a waste of time. I'm not telling that man nothing. That man is going to do exactly what that man wants to do, and it is a waste of time to say anything other. What's up, man? Thank you for the love in the chat today, brother. Ponce de Leon saying, what is that? Ooh, I can't put it up on top. My guy, what is that? Race quit. Oh, rage quit. All right, hey, thank you, brother. Man, Bud ain't stopping fighting, bro. I believe Bud stops fighting when I see it. It's time to build upon your success, brother, and embrace everybody. Dog, everybody's calling for you to fight Jaron. Fight Jaron. I'll whoop him. No worries, man. Right after I get done with Errol, I'm going to whoop you. I'm going to get my belt back. What's complicated about that? Why everybody got to be hating on him, wanting to see him fight, but yet they're hating on him? It doesn't make a lot of sense, man. And then the other one is we're going to talk about the fact that y'all run around here talking about Gervonta Davis got knocked out by Devin Haney in sparring. Did I hear this right? Did I hear the Gervonta Davis got what's up, DJ OC in the place to be, spinning on them ones and twos? You know what it is. Subscribe to that Parlor Vs Wheaton, man. Oops, today is Parlor Vs Wheaton Day. Subscribe for the best old school music you're going to listen to on YouTube. Especially if you're old school and you puff on the herb, definitely need to go to Parlor V's Wheaton, bro. You better believe it. You're gonna be jamming for hours, brother. You're gonna be jamming for you're gonna be kicking it for hours. What's up, Leo Shang in the building? That's why Tank dodging the smoke. Look, man, can we get to one? We got to get 150 people in the building first, but that's all right. Yeah, man, let's get them likes up, man. Let's get them likes up. DJ OC, it ain't nothing but love. You know what it is. I'm the non-musical member. I'm like, who am I in the Jacksons? If that was the Jacksons, I'd be what's his name? What's the dude's name? The Jackson cousin that left the group, the drummer for the John Jackson. I'd be Johnny Jackson, the one that didn't make the cut. I'll be the one that didn't make the cut when they went Hollywood, man. They didn't need a drummer. Randy was out there doing his thing. They cut Johnny before anybody ever heard of him. Who you got winning between Thurman and Ennis? Ennis. I got Ennis winning. That's why they don't want to fight him. Terence Crawford's not the only one ducking Ennis. Now, I'm glad that you asked that question, Coop Conflicts. Because isn't it funny how that is the duckinest age of welterweights, period. He said, I'm old school, but I don't pump on the weed. I'm just saying, hey, if you puff on that, I'm sure you meant puff. If you puff on that weed, that's the first place, that's the best place to go, bro. Dog, that group of people are the duckinest group of welterweights ever, bro. Between Terence really doesn't go down in the, because he fought Errol, right? But he ain't fought none of the other ones. Yeah, they don't want to see that, man. All you got to do is fight the guy. What's the problem? Hey, if you're going to beat him easily, fight him. I'll pay for it. I'd like to see Ennis and Stanionis for a potential unification, but it looks like Barrios. Let me ask you a question. Nebraska Assassin, which would you rather see? What would you rather see? Would you rather see Jaron, Ennis, and Terence Crawford, or Jaron, Ennis, and Stanionis? My question is, what would you rather see? What would you rather see? And I'll wait for you, Nebraska, Mr. Nebraska. I'll wait for you, Mr. Nebraska. What would you rather see? No, not realistically. What would you rather see? They're all realistic. They're all fighters. They're all alive. They're all realistic. They're all very realistic. Errol and Terence and Jaron Ennis is a realistic fight. The only thing making it not realistic is Terence Crawford and his decision. But dude, that is a real fight. But no. Which would you rather see? Not realistically. Now, if by realistic you mean button boots, there you go. There you go. Now, all you people that say, I don't even want to see the Errol and Terence Crawford fight, obviously you'd rather see the Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford fight. Obviously you'd rather see that. So it must be the fight that you want to see the most. So why give him a pass? Click the link, dude. I'm not. First of all, bro, you're insulting Jesus, bro. Okay? You're insulting Jesus. All right? It's just Jesus. Okay? It's just Jesus. It's just Jesus, brother. It's just Jesus. You don't have to say black Jesus. Jesus is black. Jesus was black. So there's no need to say black Jesus as if there's two of them. Come on, man. Stop insulting Jesus. That's like saying the black Michael Jackson. I'm the black Muhammad Ali. What? See? The simple name that you use makes it seem like you think Jesus was a white man or something other than black. There's only one Jesus. It's just Jesus. Just Jesus. But you can click the link, bro. Where he can fight him after Errol Spence. If he gets past him. If he gets past him. I've been waiting to see Thurman versus Bud, Ennis versus Bud, Thurman versus Ennis. Look, man, Thurman just need to fight, bro. Nah, he's not mythical. There's a bunch of them. He in contact with Spence. Once he go up, why come back down? Bud A side. He's not the A side. You're tripping. All that A side shit, you tripping. A side with who? Hey, A side. Don't nobody give a shit about fighting Bud. What do you mean? Dude, don't nobody but Jaron Ennis give a damn about fighting him. What do you mean he's the A side? Who have you heard? Who, other than Jaron Ennis, Errol Spence to the side? Who other than Jaron Ennis have you heard say they want to fight Terence Crawford? I'll wait. Who? Who do you hear saying, I want Terence Crawford? Is that silence out there? Thurman? Bud said he's not fighting Thurman. So Thurman said he wanted to fight him. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else? No. Jermell, no. No. Jermell said he would, Mr. Dewberry. They're not pressed. They're not pressed. Those guys are not pressed. And he's definitely not the A side over Jermell. Jermell got all the belts. Why is he the A side over Jermell? Why is he really the A side over Thurman? Maybe a little bit. No, you're bugging, man. Terence is not in that. Dude, Terence is not Jaron Ennis. I mean, Terence is not Gervonta Davis, okay? What's up, by the way, C. Dewberry? What's good with you, brother? Good to see you, man. So Boot's going to move up, man. What are you're just talking out the side of your neck, bro. I'm about to throw your ass out. I got to see where I had to see where you're coming from, brother. I got to see where you're coming from. Oh, you've made 45 videos. All right, you've made 45 You've made 45 videos and you've been, what is this shit? Oh, you've been around for a while. So, all right, I won't toss you. You're not fake. No, Jaron Ennis is about to whoop everybody in 147 and then trap him. Oh, Fanon, I'm a computer illiterate. How do I hit the link? Here's the link right here. I don't even think I put a link up, but here's the link. You just got to click the link. It's going to pop up. Here you go. If you hit that link that's right there, then a screen is going to come up for StreamYard, and I will see you. And then once I see you, I'll let you on. That's all you got to do. If you're on a computer, I think, or a phone, but you need to mute the YouTube page that you have up. Dog, those guys are not pressed to fight him. Oh, if they ask him, will you fight him? Yeah. You know somebody calling him out, Tim Zook calling him out, looking for the fight? No. Why does Bud have 2 to 3 fights left in him? You think he looks worn down to you? But anyway, okay. Then let one of them be Jaron. He's got 2 to spare. Let him fight Jaron. Man, I don't understand. Y'all be blocking fights, bro. Patrick Bell, what's up, man? I ain't seen you in a minute, brother. What's up, man? What's good with you, sir? What's good with you, man? I don't understand you guys, man. I'm just going to tell you, I don't understand you. I don't understand you. But I'm glad I went to go check Black Jesus, because I don't want to put you up out of here, dog. Sometimes I get worried that I don't get worried, but sometimes I think it's that same dude. Why are people pretending like Bud hasn't already told y'all he's moving up to 154 and they don't cry about him getting stripped? I want to know why you pretend like everything that man says is law. Because I want to see the fight, man. That's why. That's good, Patrick Bell. Cool. Errol, Yellow Boy said Errol versus Boots. Okay. If it happens, it happens. That's a good payday. That's a very good payday for Errol and Boots. We'll see how Errol looks in this next fight with Terence Crawford, and hope he don't hurt y'all's feelings, because Terence Crawford's taking that man for granted. Richard Pell, don't worry, it's still doubters, but stay tuned. He gonna show you. Who are you talking about, Rick? What are you talking about, Jay Petty? What's Rick Tim's talking about? Fanon, Boots cannot beat Bud or Errol. He got to show me he has 0 championship experience, 0 rounds. He's legit and can go. He just got to prove it to me. I mean, that's fair. That's fair that he's got to prove it to you. To me, he's already proved to me that I want to see the fight. I mean, if you're saying that as if it's some like roadblock to him actually getting the fight done, then I mean, they got to fight the guy. You know what I mean? Hey, Ron, they should have stripped Errol, but Happy Boots is champion. Why should they strip Errol? You guys, you're full of shit though. What's going on, Ramin? Ain't seen you in a minute, sir. Look, man, Ramin said they should have stripped Errol. If they would have stripped Errol, do you know what would have happened? Any clue what would have happened if they would have stripped Ramin? Any clue what would have happened if they stopped if they would have stripped Errol Spence of the belt? We would have never got undisputed. You guys putting blame on Errol Spence for this stuff is ridiculous. Errol made the whole damn division, man. He did the vast majority. Matter of fact, he did all the work to unify that, to get that belt unified, bro. He was responsible for every fight that led to undisputed. Everyone except for that Jeff Horn fight. Let me correct that stuff. IBF has a statement out on Strip. They've been had a statement out about it. They had a statement out about it. I'll read it though. Where is the statement? Can somebody put a link to the statement and not what somebody says about the statement? Yeah, dude. Stop the Bud hate. No, there ain't no Bud hate. Stop the Bud compilation. And I didn't say compilation. I said copulation. I don't mind. Here's a link though. Hey, can somebody tell me though, for real, when did Devin Haney knock out Gervonta Davis? This is completely new to me. The top champions see enough not to fight him. I like Bud a lot, but that he gotta fight somebody is an excuse. This guy's gonna lose. I'm gonna tell you ahead of time here for boxing. You're about to lose Port. You're going to lose badly again. How can I help you?
I have a question for you. How are you today?
I'm fine. Is that the only question?
No, I got another question.
Okay, how am I today? I'm well.
I got another question. That's good to hear. It's always good to see you. Got a question for you. So the rematch for Spence and Crawford is going to be at 154, right?
Is that the only question you have for me, man? Just ask me one question, not a series of them.
I got a few questions. I'm saying the rematch is going to be.
Oh, see, that's my point, dude. I'm not about to walk down no line with you, brother. You know how this works. You want to say something? Let me get back to it, okay? Because I'm not walking down no line with you with 5-6 different questions getting to a point, okay? We know we don't do that, so let's not try.
All right, I'll make it one question. If the rematch is going to be at 154, right, and Bud moves up to 54 to fight Errol, what physical sense at his age does it make to go back to 47 to fight Boots?
There's no such thing as physical sense.
Well, the physical sense is his body. Like, what sense does it make for his physical well-being to move up 7 pounds at 36 years old to go fight Errol Spence, and then maybe to fight for Boots?
I don't know what sense it makes.
It makes no sense. So you're pushing for something that doesn't even make sense.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Because if he's moving up to 54, which he already stated that he may want to do because he had trouble making 47, why would you give yourself 7 pounds of cushion to move up to 54 to just go back to 47? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for anybody at 36 years old to gain 7 pounds, then go back and try to lose 7 pounds from 54. For what reason? It makes no sense.
Okay. So
what? You're saying that he should go get his strap back, but he's tied into a rematch clause that most people believe is going to take at 54. After the fight happens at 54, what sense does it make for Terence Crawford to go back to 47? Who's ever done that?
He's not going to do it.
Right. So what I'm saying is y'all keep pressing for the fight. And I would love this.
No, bro, you're talking. What I said was I don't have a problem with him getting the belt stripped from him. And yes, I would love to fight. I would love to see him fight Jaron. I would love to see him fight Jaron Ennis. But what Terence Crawford said was, see, you're responding to something without knowing the context again. Terence Crawford said yesterday on Twitter that people were basically just building up Jaron Ennis, saying what he was going to beat him and how we didn't want to fight him and all of that stuff. And I'm saying, dude, if people are telling you that they want to see you fight somebody, that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. And I asked other people what they wanted to see, and they said, yeah, I'd like to see the fight.
So
nobody was doing some analysis of whether or not he could go to 154 and come back down. Oh, once again, bro. You're out here doing.
You didn't say Terence Crawford need to go get his strap back from Boots.
Did I say that he needs to go get his strap back? I don't recall that.
You said go get your strap back, dog. Go get your strap back. That's what you said.
Okay, so what? That's what I great. I would love to see him do it.
But how can he do that if he moves to 54?
Easy. He can go back down to 147.
He's not, he's not going to do that. Nobody's going to do that.
I know he's not going to take the fight at all, but people have done it before. If Roy Jones Jr. went to heavyweight at that same age and went back down to 175, fought Tarver. There's plenty of people that have gone up one weight class and moved back down. Devin Haney is going up to 140 pounds to fight Regis Prograis. He said he'd come back down.
How old is Devin Haney?
And I don't care how old he is. People have done it.
25 years old. You talking
about people have done it.
To a 30
people have done it. It's not impossible, dude. It's not impossible. It's not impossible for this man to go to 154 and come back to 147. It's not.
If he fights Errol Spence, let's say he fights Errol Spence, and I saw somebody say that Spence tweeted April and deleted it. So let's just say that the fight date is April, right? He fights in April, and then it takes 8 months to a year to create to make another fight with Boots. It's going to take 8 months to a year to get them in the ring. So he'll be now 37 years old. Are you kidding me? You want him to go back?
Dude, I don't care. You're just trying to come up with a bunch of scenarios why you don't agree. You don't think it can happen. Good. Bully fucking for you.
All I'm saying
bully for you, bro. Bully for you that you don't think he should do it.
It's the same
way. So what?
The way that people think that Errol Spence should not even fight at 47 anymore. What's the difference?
Dude, you're just making up stupid shit to argue about, man.
All right, no need to curse and call names, none of that.
That's a fucking excuse to do whatever I fucking want to do. No need. I don't understand why you don't get this is my channel. I do what I want to do. Let's talk to each other. You're just jumping up here trying to argue about something, man.
Nobody's arguing.
If you don't think he should come back and down and wait, good. You don't think so. Great for you. If I think he can, great. So what? Good for me.
If you think
it's not impossible, I don't have to justify. I don't have to justify why I think he should fight Jaron Ennis. I think he should fight Jaron Ennis. If the fight's at 150, if he fights Jaron at 154, cool. If he fights him at 147, cool. So all I know is there's not a better fight there. I don't even know of another fight that is really better than Terence Crawford, than Jaron Ennis for Terence Crawford.
Tim Tszyu or Jamel Charlo is a better fight for Terence Crawford. Either one.
Great. If you think that, I don't.
Everybody knows that.
I don't. I'm part of everybody. Not everybody knows that.
Terence made his intention clear. He told you exactly what to do.
Let me ask you. Let me put this to the test.
Sure.
Fuck his intention. That's him. That's his intention. He's not the law. That's his intention.
It's his career, so he is the law.
So what? That doesn't mean I got a lot that I have to want him to do what he wants to do. So what?
But if he's saying explicitly,
if he says it, so what? Jaron Ennis said, by your logic, then Jaron Ennis said, I want Terence Crawford at 147. So Terence needs to come back down because that's what Jaron said.
See, that's the difference, though. Terence holds cards. Jaron holds no cards.
And Jaron holds enough card to get his ass stripped of that belt.
He don't want the belt no more. He's moving up.
Man, dude, look, man, you need to remove them Terence testicles from over your eyes, okay? I don't work for Terence Crawford, bro. I don't have to want what Terence Crawford wants.
He's going
just because Terence Crawford wants something doesn't mean I have to agree with it. I don't work for Terence Crawford. Boxing fans don't work for Terence Crawford. Boxing fans can want whatever they want, regardless of what Terence Crawford wants or doesn't want.
Okay, so if we have all these grandiose ideas, let's just make them make sense.
What grandiose ideas? It's a fucking boxing match. Ain't nothing grandiose about it. Terence Crawford can get in a ring with can fight Errol Spence Jr. and get in a ring with Terence Crawford. It's not grandiose at all. It's a fucking boxing match, and they happen all the time, bro.
At 54, sure. If Bud moves up to 54 and somehow he collects belts and then Boots becomes his mandatory, get it popping. But to expect
he's gonna duck him. He just ducked him. What do you mean? Then you mean if he does the same thing twice?
You said he ducked Spence. How did that work out?
Who ducked? Who? I see he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Negotiating.
Well, okay. He's negotiating this time. Is that what he did with Boots? He's negotiating.
He ain't negotiating with Boots.
Is he negotiating with Boots now?
He's in contract with Spence. He can't negotiate with Boots. He's still he's under legal contract with Spence.
What the fuck? What?
He's in contract with Spence right now. He signed a contract.
Hold on.
It's a rematch.
You're telling me. I need to understand. Make sure I've heard this before because I've never ever heard that before. You're telling me he cannot negotiate a fight. He legally cannot negotiate a fight with Jaron Ennis because he is in contract. Because he has a contract with Terence.
He couldn't legally. I didn't say he couldn't legally. I said he's under contract with Spence right now. So how's he gonna make a contract with a guy? He's fighting Spence at one.
No, that's not what you said. You said he can't negotiate. That's not what you said.
Can't negotiate.
You said he couldn't negotiate. That's what you said. I know where you got that stupidity from, bro.
He's fighting Spence at one.
Excuse me. Pause. Let me stop you for a second. Let me stop you for a second here. I know where you got that stupidity, bro.
What stupidity?
Okay? I know where you got that stupidity.
What stupidity?
That Terence Crawford cannot legally
legally. Rewind the tape. I
Errol
didn't say legally.
Because with Jaron Ennis, because he's under contract with Terence. That has nothing to do with the other, bro. He can negotiate with anybody for any fight right this second. He can.
So riddle me this. Why would he negotiate a fight at 47?
Why would he? And can he are two different questions, dog. Let me tell you, bro. You keep trying to riddle shit.
Why would he negotiate?
I am telling you, it's a matter. I don't want to shit. I'm not mind reading. Every time you ask me why would he do it, I'm gonna tell you I'm not a mind reader. Okay. Every time you tell me, but he doesn't want it, I'm gonna tell you that's his fucking business.
Cool.
So I'm gonna give you the two. There's two answers that I'm gonna pull out of my pocket every time you try it. Why would he? I don't know, and I don't care. Right? That's my answer every time. Why would he do that? That's not my problem, is my answer. Why does he? I don't know what he thinks. I'm not a mind reader. Neither are you.
I simply posed the question. If he has a fight,
pose about 100 questions. What's your question? Because I'm about to pose one to you.
If he has a fight at 54 coming up, why would he negotiate a fight with somebody else at 47 if he probably can't even make the weight again? That doesn't make sense.
He never. Yes, it does. Why would he do it? I don't know. I'm not a mind reader.
Exactly. You're just full of shit. You just talk. You're full of shit.
I just talk. Hold on. I'm full of shit. I just talk.
You're full
dumbass. You're the one acting like you can read somebody's mind.
You don't make sense. And then
dumbass, because you're stupid.
You don't even make sense.
I'm sure I don't make it. I'm sure I don't make sense to a lot of little kids with Down syndrome. You dumbass.
That's what fuck you.
Who cares whether I make sense to you or not? You got a lot of shit make sense to you that don't make no damn sense.
Gossip. You don't even make fucking sense half the time.
Shut your dumb ass up, bro. Hey, look, man. Look, boy. Like I said, you're a dumbass. You're a dumbass, bro. What a dumbass. Why would he do this? I already told you I don't know why he would do it because I can't read his mind, you dumbass. You don't know why he would. You don't know why he wouldn't. What the hell? You can't legally do that. Shit is wrong as rain. You can negotiate whatever you want to negotiate, bro. You can talk all day long. He can be sitting there. He can be sitting in the locker room getting ready to fight Errol Spence Jr. and still negotiate with any fighter in the world. Dumbasses. What's up, man?
What's up, man? You ain't don't bring that energy over here. I ain't that guy. You could be nice to me. How you doing, Fanon? How you doing? How you doing today? Don't do that. Don't do me like that. Don't do that. Go ahead, shake it off. Shake it off. You be all right. How's
Hey,
your
hold on.
morning
I'm not shaking shit off, but look, watch this. Hey, Freem said Bud did it before. He did it to Errol. Damn sure did. Negotiate with Errol. Negotiate with David Avenetian. Man, that dude is a dumbass, bro. Hey, here for boxing, you're a dumbass. Anyway, what's up? What's up? I got a guy right behind you, though, Claymore Rain. So what's
all
good,
right,
brother? What's good?
Everything is good, man. Look, I'm just gonna give. By the way, to hear for boxing, I hear where you're coming from, brother. You let your emotions.
Man, dog, don't encourage this dude.
Don't
encourage that dude.
You let your emotions get the best of you, brother. But
who, me?
No, him. He did. He let his emotions get the best of him instead of just.
Hey, real quick. Hey, C. Dewberry, thank you for the support, bro. Said salute for nine. I know everybody thinks I've been missing. I've just been working. I'm still listening to the show. Can't always chat. Okay, thank you, C. Dewberry. Yeah, because cats are like, C. Dewberry doesn't come around anymore. A certain troll. Thank you, brother, for that support. What's going on, man? I'm sorry. So go ahead, brother. I'm listening to you.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, obviously on a topic like this, we're going to agree to disagree. So I'm not going to even, I'm not here to argue the way you feel about it, because that's what this is about. This conversation in particular, it's about what we'd rather see as far as fans are concerned, right? So a scenario, what I'm going to say is just a scenario for Terence Bud Crawford is that he had a plan years ago. I would say about a solid 2 to 3 years ago, of how he was going to approach this half of his career. He's following that plan. Some people ain't going to like it. Some people going to like it. Just like yourself and even me, you come to get comfortable with people not liking or agreeing with the way you're moving through things. But as far as credibility is concerned, he is staying true to what he said he was going to do. On another platform, I was going to say the name of the platform. I mean, I could say it, Porter. You know, I have no issues with Sean Porter, right? So on the Porter,
I don't have an issue with any of these dudes. You say their name, whatever, bro. I don't care. Say anybody's name. I don't care. As long as you not. Only issue I got is when you try to start, like, if they said something about me, I don't want to hear it because I just don't care. Well, it's not true. Sometimes I do care, and I don't want to get into little petty public beefs. So, but go ahead.
All right. So on the Porter way, Terence Crawford came in when he was negotiating to get the fight with Errol, and he said, "Here's my game plan. I'm going to Errol Spence. I'm going to unify these belts. Then I'm going to 154 to go to Jamel, and I'm going to take those belts off of him." He's staying true to that. He's not getting moved off of that path. He has a plan, and that's what the plan is going to be. As far as fighting Jaron, listen, man, of course, I would love to see Terence Crawford fight Jaron Boots Ennis. But there's a generational gap there. It's just bad timing. Jaron is going to do great at 147. He's going to dominate. He's going to unify those belts. There's other fights there that are going to benefit him just as much as Terence Crawford to a degree. He's still going to be who he's going to be. But here's a solution for everybody who wants to see Jaron Ennis fight Terence Crawford. At the end of the day, if it's that important, and if we all want to see it, then yes, it's legitimate to say that Jaron should consider going up to 154 to fight Terence Crawford if that is such a big deal. Other than that, I don't think it's that bunch of a big deal. I think he should be okay with fighting whoever he needs to fight at 147. The only thing that anybody should feel any kind of way about is if Terence stays at 147 and is still ducking Jaron Boots Ennis. As long as he's not in that, if you're not on my block, we ain't got no issues. My issues come.
Then you got an issue. Then you got an issue because I would have told the dumbass that came on before, Terence Crawford has not dropped his 147-pound belts. He's still there.
Yeah.
He's not dropped. He's still the WBC, the WBA, and the WBO world champion. So unlike dumbass, because if dumbass would have kept talking, I would have pointed out that he's still a champion in that division. So if he's not going to come back, then why in the world is he holding belts at all?
And that's a great question, by the way. And I was actually going to touch on that as well. I was going to actually say that.
Hey, but let me get
Terence
this other dude that's right behind you first, bro, and then jump back because we tend to go a long time. So let me get this Michael Sanders dude real quick, okay?
Yes, sir.
And then I'll bring you right back up. Just let me put you in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, just stay. I'll just bring you on, bring him back out so Michael Sanders can move on. Michael Sanders, how can I help you?
Yeah, salute to what's his name? Here for boxing. Great call. Great call. I loved it. I loved it. He had good points. And salute to the guy you just was talking to. He had even better points. Here's what I'm saying too. Same thing. I would love to see Boots and Bud fight. I would love to see that. That's a good one. But like you said, he going to 154. If this is so important for everybody, let's everybody cheer and try to bring Jaron up to 154. Because for real, I
Boots
don't
has
think
got Jaron Ennis
I-
is Terence Crawford, as of right now, is the WBA, the WBC, and the WBO 147-pound champion. He is not relinquishing those belts or dropping those belts to fight Terence Crawford. So if he is the champion, if he is the champion at 147, then there's no problem whatsoever with him fighting Jaron Ennis at 147.
well, for
Because
now, it ain't even been a whole what 6-7 months. Like he just got the belt. We don't know what he gonna do right at this point.
Does he have the belts? Yes or no?
Yeah, he got him right now. Yeah,
So once he
got him right
drops,
now. But no one has a fight scheduled at this point. No one, not even Errol and Bud.
So we already know who he's fighting next. But you're jumping.
But we don't know when.
Dog, you're jumping to the conclusion that he's leaving 147 when he still has the belts.
Everybody
still has
jumping
the
to the conclusion.
He
And then
still
on top
has
of
the
that,
belt.
for real, for nine. Then on top of that, that man had a chance to fight Bud. Like we already went down that road before. He had a chance.
Yeah,
and
we went through that lie. Now that lie has been
loyal
exposed,
to Showtime. That's not,
sir. Now that lie has been exposed, we can stop selling it because Terence Crawford has never said anything publicly other than "I'm not fighting him."
Yes, he did say publicly that he was trying to make that fight. He did so.
What do you want to say, man? I'm not interested in going through about 15 different lies with you dudes.
I'm back.
Go ahead.
So take from where we left off at that. I was actually going to address that. I do believe at the same time, I do believe that Terence, if you're going to 154 and you've made it clear, outside of you not giving the belts back yet, you've given us every indication that you don't plan on fighting at 147. And I guess I'm
only indication that he is given is that he don't plan on fighting Boots.
Well, for me, there were other indications. For example, him letting his intentions be known that he did want to fight Jermell Charlo, and that he
Jermell Charlo has a purse bid. First of all, Terence Crawford said he didn't want to fight Jermell Charlo.
Well, I was actually. Well, he said that. He said
that's
that
the
as
last
well, right?
thing he said. Jermell Charlo is not on my hit list anymore. That's what he said. Terence Crawford is not. Listen, man. Terence Crawford is not trying to fight Jermell Charlo next. Terence Crawford is trying to go to 168 pounds to fight Canelo Alvarez, which is a pipe dream. He has not dropped his title. He has not dropped his other titles at 154 pounds. I mean, at 147 pounds. And almost everybody that is talking about, that is a pro Terence Crawford person, is talking about how unfair it was that he got stripped and think he should still hold the title. So we're literally listening to people that are saying he should still be the undisputed champion at 147. He's not dropped his belt, but he shouldn't be fighting Jaron Ennis at the weight class that the man is a champion in.
All right, so let me respond to that. So I was going you pretty much said everything I was going to say and kind of used it in another way that I was going to use it, but you said everything I was going to say. But as far as the argument, as far as him giving indications that he coming to 147, not only did he say he was going to fight, that he was interested in fighting Jermell Charlo at 154 pounds, but he also expressed interest of going even higher than that, 168, to fight Canelo Alvarez. As well as saying that he had no interest in fighting Jaron Boots Ennis right now because that's not a win-win for him. And he said at this point in his life and earning the accolades that he has, he's earned the right to do what he feels like doing with his career.
Everybody, stop right there, bro. Everybody in boxing has earned the right to do what they want to do. This ain't slavery.
Okay,
Everybody has the right to make the decisions that they want to make. Everybody.
Right.
There's nothing special about Terence Crawford for that. There's no special point in your career. You get to fight. You get to take the fights that you want to take, provided somebody else wants to fight you.
Right.
Terence Crawford is a 147-pound fighter as we speak right now. He's not fighting Jermell Charlo at 154 because if you want to take what he says, he said he's not fighting Jaron. He's not fighting Jaron Ennis. He didn't say I'm not fighting him at 150-47. He said he's not just 147. He's not trying to fight the man at all. And we understand let's get to the truth of the matter. He ain't gonna fight the dude because the dude is dangerous. The dude is dangerous. He's more dangerous than any of the other fighters that anybody is mentioning.
Right.
He's more dangerous to Terence Crawford than any of those guys. But y'all don't want to see him fight the most dangerous fighter for him in a fight that would be an undisputed fight at 147 because you just want to take every reason that pops out of Terence Crawford's pie hole for not doing it. But guess what? If he doesn't want to do it, that's his right not to do it. Drop the belts. Drop the belts. Get rid of all the belts because as long as he has the belts, he has a responsibility to defend them.
Right.
If he got him. Since he got him, he's got to defend him. And guess what? Since he's got to defend him, the number one person he's supposed to defend him against is Jaron Ennis because he's the other champion in the division.
Okay, so I acknowledge the logic you're using with the argument that you're presenting, right? But what I present is that, like you said a little earlier, just like it's your right to feel the way you want to feel, it's Terence's right to feel the way he want to feel. It's my right to feel the way I want to feel. So I'm not going to debunk your argument because there's no debunking to be made. That makes sense what you're saying. But also what also makes sense is acknowledging Terence Crawford's intention. And as far as painting the picture that he's ducking Boots Ennis because of some danger that Boots Ennis presents, that's your opinion. My opinion about it is I don't think he's ducking Boots Ennis. I think at the end of the day, he's like, look, that's great. And that would be a great fight. But right now, I have things that I plan on doing. And although it's none of your business as far as what I want to do, when it comes to me pulling the trigger,
let me ask you a question. So let me ask you a question. If Terence Crawford says he wants to fight Jake Paul, he wants to fight, KSI for the 147-pound championship.
Right.
He wants to do it, huh? So that's good, right?
Oh, that's not good. I'd be very disappointed in him if he was to do that.
I mean, but it's his right to do it. It's his career. It's his, no problems there, right?
You know as well as I do, it's his right to do what he feels.
Yeah, it's his right? So let's go to somebody else's right.
What are we arguing?
Let's go. That's my point. Restating that Terence Crawford doesn't want to fight Jaron Ennis in his reasoning is who cares? Because that's just him. He wants to do what he wants to do. I get it.
Okay.
I get it. Drop the belts. Fanon, I disagree. I see Canelo at 168, the most dangerous fight for Buzz, not Boots. I can see that you say that, but he's not going to get the Canelo fight. So let's stop smoking dope on that shit. Okay? If he wants to fight it's 168 against Canelo, drop the belt and go to 168. If he wants to go to 154, if he doesn't want to fight at 147 anymore, drop the belts at 147.
That I agree with. I'm right here with you on that.
I got another dude right behind you, brother.
Right.
Come back, though.
Okay.
Go ahead, finish up, though, because, you do like 4 or 5 different scenarios.
Yeah. No, I'm going to stick to this one and be out. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen of the court.
Ain't no court around this mug. It's me. Y'all try to keep redefining the trying to move the parameters in my channel. Dog, the only judge is me. I ain't trying to hear that.
Listen, I'm having fun.
Ladies
You're a
and gentlemen
lawyer,
of
and
the
I just
game,
threw
no jury
I
out
just
here.
threw my little courtroom thing in there. Obviously, it holds no weight. I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to law, right? So I just threw that in because you're a lawyer, brother.
Y'all trying to I know you're trying to
That was
sneak
my
out a
little hook.
win, bro. It ain't gonna happen.
Hey, I'm glad you feel like I'm trying to do that, man, because I'm getting close to you, brother. But but at the end of the day, everybody, and more importantly, the person I'm speaking with, there's choices in the world that are made. Freedom is there. Me as a boxing fan, because I know it. There's a
Hey
consensus
man, I
that
gotta
I'm not.
move on. You're making a closing statement, bro. I gotta move
No,
on to Nardi, bro.
that's what you asked. You said I could do that.
No, I
You
said,
said
do you have
you said
another
close.
topic, or we can wrap it up, bro?
Oh,
And
I
you can
thought you
come
said you
back as
want to do
soon as I
another
get rid
topic.
of these other two.
Okay.
As soon as I
Okay.
talk to Nardi and Dean, you're more than welcome to hop back up, brother. But these other guys is waiting, and I know you soliloquizing. You're frozen. You there?
No. Check my
All right, you
check.
broke up.
Mic
Let
check.
me let Nardi on here, man. What's going on, Nardi? How can I help you?
What's up, Fanon, man? I just want to give your credit for being able to deal with these delusional ass Bud fans, bro. And I'm listening to these dudes, and it's just something about them and him that I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I just can't coexist with, because I'm listening to them say that. I just heard this man say that Bud can't make 147 no more. He don't want to fight at 147 for his boots. But his best friend, was
Steve
Nelson.
So Cold Nelson.
He just let out a whole tweet talking about they wanted to fight Errol at 147. So like it's just all of this contradictory stuff that him, his team, from Bernie on down, they just continuously lie, contradict. And these dudes, they find a way to come and argue with aggression. Like it's one thing for me to want to debate you about something for none, but if you break down some actual factual stuff about the situation, the type of person I am, I'm gonna say, you know, for nine, you got me on this one, man. Because I thought this, but what I was thinking wasn't actually a fact. You get what I'm saying? Because I want the right information. I don't care about being right. I want the right information for the future going forward. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just listening to these dudes bring up all these excuses. Another man just said it's a generational thing going on. Did Floyd Mayweather not fight Canelo? Did
He did.
Sugar Ray
By the way, he fought Canelo. He went up in weight to fight Canelo,
right,
and he went back down after that.
right.
And matter of fact, let me go ahead and finish what you're saying because I got to check something.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Because I could have swore Sugar Ray Leonard fought Terry Norris, and it was just a bunch of different times in the history of boxing where the older fighter fought the younger fighter and showed that he either still reigned supreme or that his time was up. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, Floyd did it. Oh, here for dumbass boxing. Floyd did it multiple times.
Hello.
Floyd went up to 154 to fight Oscar De La Hoya and came back down to 147 to fight Ricky Hatton.
Right.
He also fought Canelo Alvarez. At 154 pounds, and then came back down and fought Manny Pacquiao, Marcus Maidana, all at 147 pounds.
I mean, the list goes on and on. Did Larry Holmes fight Mike Tyson? I mean, it's just so many different scenarios where this whole generational gap that they talking about is not there, bro. He has the belt. Now he actually has the belt. So you either see, my thing with Bud is, all right, if you're gonna go up, man. I'm not gonna pressure you with boots. But if you're gonna keep the belts, you gotta fight him, bro. And if you don't, seeing as how you said you never gonna fight the man, because that's something you just brought to my attention too for now. The man said he wasn't gonna fight him. He didn't say I'm not gonna fight him at 147. I'm not gonna fight him at 150. The man said I'm not gonna fight him, period. Now, what kind of champion is that? A champion dialogue to you, man? And you know, I don't want to keep you too long, but it's just so frustrating.
You good, man?
It's just so frustrating hearing you and some of my other brothers that I listen to, because you know, I try to keep it straight down the middle, try to create these like the dude a couple calls ago created like 7 hypothetical theories to to give Bud out. He's like, I was like, riddle me this, riddle me that. No, he said he's not gonna fight him, bro. He has the other belt. He hasn't dropped the belt. Now you got Bernie talking about, oh, he throwing the belt in the trash. Like, bro, y'all saying, oh, now he don't want to fight Jamel Charlo. No, first he don't want to fight Errol Spence. Then he do want to fight Errol Spence after Errol getting the accident in January. Could Jamel Charlo fight Canelo? Now he don't want to fight Jamel. And it's like, bro, how can y'all take this man word serious? How can y'all take him serious as a person, period, bro? I don't get it. I can differentiate liking somebody what they do in the ring and not agreeing what they do outside of it. Errol Spence is my favorite fighter. Do you think I'm happy that he haven't came out and said anything? Do you think I'm gonna make an excuse for the fact that he haven't said anything? No. Like, that's that man business. He haven't said nothing, but do I like it? No. I'm a devoted Errol Spence fan, so I would like to hear how he's feeling, that he's okay, that he's in good spirits, but that's something that I don't like. So it's like for Crawford fans, it don't matter what he says or does, they just make an excuse for it, bro. And it's like, I'm so tired of it. It kind of got me to the point where I kind of been falling back off listening to my boxing on YouTube, because now it's like he is the champion and boxing is not the same place as it was when the Wilders, the Errol Spences was the champions and shit, man, where everything was copacetic. They taking on all comers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's my call for now. I don't want to hold you up, man.
Oh man, you good. I'm listening to you, man. Like, I don't, man. Look, you speaking common sense. You're not asking me a bunch of. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you that. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you that.
All right,
Like,
well, let's tell the truth then, because what I'm from what I put together, Bud Crawford is. He fought 15 fucking tune-ups, first of all, before he fought Errol Spence. And then now what I realize and what he's doing, he's trying to fight the people with the most tread on their tires and trying to stay away from people who haven't been in the gauntlet of the champions who fight, and blaming it on Bob, blaming it on Top Rank, blaming it on Errol Spence. Now he's going to blame it on Boots for the Black Prime mythical, magical deal that didn't come to fruition. Now he want to blame it on Jamel Charlo because he went up and tried to be great and lost to Canelo. It's like blame it on everybody, but the whole time what you're really doing is you're trying to find the people with the most tread on their tires, because you don't have that much tread because you've been fighting people who can't fight with you. You get what I'm saying? So I give him credit for the Spence win, but his whole career, he's only fought in 11 champions. And only 5 of them had the belt. So when we talk about greats and all of this, that, and the other, is he, now I'm going to say this for all you Terence Crawford fans out there, is he top 10, top 5 far as skill-wise all time? In my book, yes. But when it comes to being great, greatness has to do with how you move amongst the sport, not just who you fight. How did you move? Did you take on all comers? Did you do? I watched Manny Pacquiao, and I'm not going to even go down the list of people from Canelo Alvarez to even Devin Haney change networks to get the fights that they want. You change networks one time, and you trying to act like you some golden. This is not the Terence Crawford area. You had one big fight. Like, come on, bro. Like, nah, you know what? I'm not finna rant for now.
You all right? Hey, you gave me a second to put something in Rick Tim's face. But let me move to the next zoo, brother.
Yeah,
come back
again, good, man. Yeah, I'll be back, man. Keep cooking.
All right, brother. Get back, man. Thank you, Nardi.
All right, bro.
All right, before I go to this, Rick Tim said, I see you, Deem. I see you, Jerry Brooks. Watch this. Rick Tim said, where was all this pressure before the fight with Errol? Click that link that I just put in that chat. There's the pressure. I just did a search of my page. Do you know how many videos I have about Jaron Ennis? On my page. On my page. I'm going to go back. Hold on. Where did it go? Jaron Ennis is in the title of 800 videos that I've done. Good news. Jaron Ennis confronts Terence Crawford. Undisputed Gold says he do what Spence couldn't. That's actually not too long, but that's in March of 2023. Let me go back. Errol Spence clowns Jaron Ennis' performance against Kukadajian. Last a bad performance. Talking about it then. Errol Spence warned he can't duck me, says Jaron Ennis will go to 154 if he or Bud moves up. That video was December 6th of 2022. I'm going to go back to the first video that I made about Jaron Ennis whoa, Terence Crawford claims Jaron Ennis never wanted to fight, sees no welterweight, says no welterweight, says my name. That video was made November of 2022. I'm just going to go pull up random videos that I made about him, but I'm going to go all the way back to when I started talking about Jaron Ennis. All the way back to where I started talking about. I got videos on Jaron Ennis and Errol Spence in October 14th, 2020. Damn, where'd it go? Let me go back just so you guys, because you guys always want to keep jumping and talking about the first video that I made against Errol was basic Errol Spence will demolish Jaron Ennis, boots confident, but the truth would ruin him. That is in 2019 in a video that was made. I don't remember what I said specifically in the video. Showtime Boxing steps up with Clarissa and Jaron Ennis on the same card. I got a video up July 14th of 20. And by the way, I deleted a lot of videos before 2020. Jaron Ennis calls out Terence Crawford, said he wouldn't get credit for beating up Errol Spence. I was putting pressure on these fights about these fights taking place at least 3 years ago. And they're on my channel. So all y'all keep telling me that I just all of a sudden started mentioning Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford after that fight. Y'all are full of shit. I've got videos on my channel 3 years ago doing it. 3 years ago. 2020. That's 3 years ago. Last time I checked, Errol and Terence, and I've got over 200 videos with Jaron Ennis on my page. I didn't just make this shit up and just start doing this. Dean, what's up? Real quick. Ringside LCD said, nah, Fanon. Remember Floyd fought Canelo at a catch weight of 152 because Canelo said he would go down 2 pounds to fight him. Doesn't matter, Ringside with LCD, because that's a 154-pound division. And Floyd went up. Then he came back down. But y'all all this, you just started talking about Jaron. Like I said, I got 218 videos up. The vast majority have Jaron Ennis, Errol Spence, Jaron Ennis, Terence Crawford in the video title. So where was all the pressure? I've been putting pressure on people fighting Jaron Ennis for at least 3 years. At least 3 solid years. What's up, Dean?
Fanon, man, big dog, don't explain yourself to these goofies.
Hold on. I'm going to explain myself. I got to.
Man,
I'm going to explain myself. I got to. I can't sit up. I'm not going to sit up here and just let cats do whatever. No, I'm going to tell you what it is.
You know why I said that?
What's on your mind?
You know why I said that, Fanon? Because if they really watched your channel, they would already know that. So I would like for people to stop speaking on stuff before you do your research. Let's do that first. Stop speaking on things.
This real quick. How can I help you?
Look, man, the last dude talking about the magical deal.
Go ahead, man. You're going to sit there for a second. Go ahead and sit in line, bro. I just thought you were going to jump off. But go ahead. Go ahead, Deem. I'm sorry.
Hey, Fanon, I want to say this, man.
Yes, sir.
They got to stop this. They need to really stop this. I'm looking at the 154 division right now at this moment. So y'all upset that we up here putting pressure on Terence Crawford to get the best fight available. Who is the other big fights in 154? Tim Tszyu, Brian Mendoza, Sebastian Federner, Erickson Lubin. All of those fights are bigger fights than Jaron Boots Ennis, right? If you a Bud fan, I know that you don't want to see him fight them, but that's who he's going to have to fight if he goes to the 154 division. So all these clowns and you liars in the comments
What's these big fights that Bud is talking about? Because everybody he brings up, he says no to. And then y'all call Canelo a duck for saying no to him. When Canelo got way more right to say no to Bud Crawford. But I know somebody that didn't say no to him. Hey, Bud Crawford, I hope, Bud fans, I hope you're listening. Y'all know somebody who did just call him out and said, since you're willing to come to 168, David Benavidez.
Oh, shit, did he?
Yes, he got a video. He just had an interview 2 days ago for Nan, and they asked
Oh,
him
there's
about
nothing in. There's nothing in it for him.
Oh, hearsay is nothing. Well, I guess
There's
it's
nothing
something.
in it for him. There's nothing in it for him.
But I guess Erickson Lubin is a big fight, huh? I guess Tim Tszyu is the big fight. Bud said he didn't want to fight Jermell. So all you Bud fans out there, after the Canelo fight, see, this is why y'all can't mess with me. Because y'all don't do enough research. Y'all go off your emotions instead of actual facts. For Nan, after he fought Canelo, what did Bud say directly after the end? Soon
That
as
he
the
was
fight
off his
over.
hit list.
So why are y'all mad that we're not talking about Jermell? Because Bud said he's not talking about him. So who is he going to fight that is a bigger fight than Boots? I need somebody to defend that. We ain't got to come up here and defend why he should fight Boots. I need y'all to get up here and tell me what is going to be a bigger fight than Boots for him at this point in his career. You can't tell me it's going to be Sebastian Ferdinand. You can't tell me it's about to be Erickson Lubin or Tim Tszyu. And he said he took Jermell off. And this might be funny for Nan. I was on the channel yesterday, my guy Knockout, and it's funny how all these Bud fans start coming out. You know what they started saying for Nan? And you're going to laugh at this. Well, he care about the money. Everything's about the money. He's making big fights, right? But when we sit up there and tell them for Nan that Gervonta Davis is in that same position and only should be looking to do that because he's past even Bud, now it's not okay though. Nah, Gervonta should be worried about getting belts, and Gervonta, you can't have it both ways. If one fighter should be looking for a big fight because he's at the top of the sport, well, Gervonta's at the apex of it. Stop picking and choosing, y'all, because y'all make yourself look foolish out here. Y'all want to give up every excuse why he shouldn't fight Boots. Come up here, hit that link, and stop being cowards, and tell Fanon what is the bigger fight than Boots. Y'all don't have none. So since he want to fight Canelo so bad, Canelo said no, but David Benavidez said he'll fight you. You know what y'all going to say? Man, nah, Benavidez is too big to fight him. Y'all clowns. Then don't bring Canelo up then. Because David Benavidez said he would fight him. David Benavidez said verbatim, if he's willing to come to 168 and fight, I'll fight him, since Canelo said no. So it's okay. So y'all mad at Canelo for saying no, but you're not mad at Bud for saying no to Boots and Jermell. Make it make sense. And then y'all want to die on this Jermell thing. Bud said he not fighting Jermell. Everybody we bring up, Bud says no to. And then y'all get mad at us for asking you, well, who are you going to fight? Because your thing is about making big money fights, correct, Bud? Well, Tim Tszyu is not a big money fight. Neither is Erickson Lubin. But those are the guys you would have to go fight at the 154 division. Danny Garcia and those type of guys. So forget us talking about why he should fight Boots. Tell me why he shouldn't. Tell me why he shouldn't fight Boots. And if you want a big fight, go fight David Benavidez then, since you're so willing to go to 168. Because that's the biggest fight on the board for you. If Canelo don't fight you, that is a bigger fight than Jermell. That is a bigger fight than Boots. That is a bigger fight than Errol Spence. Since you got the cojones, I'm just saying. You so willing to go to 168, I think you could beat Canelo. I just wonder if it's unfair if David Benavidez say come fight me at 168. I want to see y'all come up here.
Hey, I gotta move. I gotta go to. I got like two dudes.
No problem for now. Handle your business.
No, you good. Appreciate you, brother. Get back with you, Dean. Come on back. God. All right, man. Dude, whatever your name is with that goofy shit, you're on next. Where'd you go? I was gonna let you bump your lips, dude. I'll let people talk that are gonna say something crazy, but come on back, man. I don't know why you left. I was gonna put you on. I just didn't think you with that little moniker you had on there. I didn't think you were gonna actually show up. What's going on, Jeffrey Brooks? How you feeling, brother?
Oh,
Oh,
nothing
real
much,
quick.
man. I was just
One real quick. Hey, either way, Floyd's pieced up Oscar, Canelo, and Cotto at their weight and went back down. Yeah, he did. Go ahead, brother.
oh man, yeah, I'm not gonna be on here long, man.
Good.
Probably,
Take your
you know, I guess the Bud fans probably get mad at me today because I gotta actually I gotta side with you on far as with the whole. I'm only and I'm saying it because you only talking with sense with you know what I'm saying. Because the only time me and you have a falling out is I feel like wait a minute, what you're saying ain't making sense to you, but it's making sense far as with the whole stripping part. I mean, if you're not gonna fight him, go ahead, give over the belt. You know what I'm saying? The only thing about that you mentioned he was stripped because because Bud said he don't want to fight Boots, which is a little different than what Bernie Mac, the guy help me, man. Bomac said, yeah. Bomac said that Ennis camp pushed the envelope on stripping him with that belt because he wasn't willing to fight him. So they was kind of like trying to push that issue to the IBF. And that's why he ended up eventually getting stripped.
Well, that's the same thing. He got
it's a little different because I'm thinking, well, man, they stripping him based off of what Bud said, you know, strictly based off of what Bud said. I'm like, wow, it should at least be some type of, I mean, even though he said it, you still got to allow some type of statutes limitation with that just in case he changed his mind and decide, you know what I'm saying, to actually go back to 147. You know what I'm saying? So that was my whole issue with you know, I'm thinking like, wait a minute, that don't make sense now. Just because he said I'm not going to fight him, and he already got another fight lined up, and y'all going to strip him right now, and that's what the Bud fans is actually teed off about. That's the main thing they teed off about. That wait a minute, he still got another fight lined up right now, and he got stripped. But no, it was the Boots camp pushed that envelope about that. You know what I'm saying? But okay.
Let me clarify.
So be it.
Let me clarify what I'm saying.
Okay.
When I'm saying that it's the same thing, Terence Crawford said, and his camp said they're not fighting Jaron Ennis. There's a rule for the IBF. I have to see the rule. I've heard it was there. I haven't read it, to be honest. But my understanding is that the rule with the IBF is that they don't allow for rematch clauses. They don't allow for rematch clauses to get you out of a mandatory fight. So Jaron Ennis is the IBF mandatory. He was the interim champion, and according to the rules, he can insist that that fighter either fights him or they get stripped. So Jaron Ennis could have said, "No worries, whatever. Go ahead and have the rematch, and then I'll fight you after the rematch that you have." But Jaron Ennis and Bozy Ennis said, "No, we're not going to wait because we know you're not going to fight us." So then they petitioned to get him stripped when it was within their right. But they did it because Terence Crawford said that they wouldn't fight, that he wouldn't fight him.
Right, so it's all tied in together, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
It was, but okay, so my whole thing, so be it. My whole thing is
Team Crawford in the building, Chillville in the building. What's up, Chillville? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so my whole thing is this. I mean, if you try to chase being great, okay, you saying fighting you right now and fighting coming back to fight you right now wouldn't make sense to me because I'm trying to chase greatness. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more about accolades right now with Terence Crawford, more so than proving that I'm the greatest fighter ever. Because if you try to prove that you're the greatest fighter ever, you gonna go ahead and fight anything that's stepping in that ring with you. You know what I'm saying? So now it seems like it's being more about the accolades more so, right? So that's why I'm trying to go and fight Canelo which is now that's another great fight. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a great fight. I think he should try to go up there and fight Canelo as well. But I mean, go ahead, go. I mean, come on, man, you got to please the fans. Go ahead and take care of Boots. Get him out the way, and go ahead and knock out whoever else coming in who about to step in your path. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do it. But I mean, like I said, I respect his decision. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm trying, you know, he feel like he at the end of his ropes right now. And he trying to fight only fights that make sense at this present time right now. But I mean, I don't know. I guess he got a timetable in his head on how much longer he want to keep fighting. I guess, you know, so that could be another reason why he ain't about to, you know, go out the way to fight Boots. But man, go ahead, take care of Boots, man. Not go ahead and knock Boots out, because I already told you the whole recipe of beating Boots anyway. Boots got beat and he lost to Gary Russell in the Olympics. And I said he lost to Gary Russell in the Olympics.
Hold on, bro. Terence Crawford lost to Ugas and Danny Garcia in the amateurs.
In the amateurs, yeah, in the amateurs.
So
but
that's
Boots
lost to Gary Antoine in the amateurs, man. Those are amateur fights. Boots lost to Gary Antoine in the amateurs, just like
I thought that was Olympics. That was Olympics. I was watching that fight.
It's still the amateurs.
It's still the amateurs at the time.
Those are Olympics are amateur fights.
Okay. No, well, okay. Well, I mean, you know, as far as okay, but I seen that fight. I didn't see the Ugas and that just came out of Ugas' mouth or whatever. But what I'm saying is,
on record, that shit came out of Bomac's mouth. That shit
came out of Bomac's mouth. But the whole thing, I mean, I didn't see that fight to say where Crawford's flaws was at. You know what I'm saying? But I seen that fight to where I could see where Jaron's flaws is at in that fight. You have to press him. Don't fight him mid-range. You have to get up on him and press the hell out of him, and don't get him arms no time to get free and loose. But you know, that's why I said I know Crawford can go ahead and get him out of there if they fight. But like I say, I think Crawford right now is kind of looking at it the wrong way. Like I say, it's about the accolades right now with him, because he's just about trying to finish up his career. But man, come on, man, go ahead and knock him out. Go ahead and take care of him. Then go ahead and take care of well, he don't want Jamel, but I mean, if that's undisputed, if fighting him is for the undisputed title, then yes, you have to go and fight him at 54, right? Take care of him and go ahead and call it a career and knock out Canelo. And call it the career. That'll shut everybody. That'll shut all your critics up. That'll shut all the Spence fans up. Saying you ain't fought nobody and all that shit, man.
No, it will not. No, it will not shut everybody up. Because if he beats,
still gonna have something to say.
If he beats Canelo Alvarez, then he got to fight David Benavidez.
Yeah, right. Just like the last caller just mentioned. So it's always gonna be. It's got to be a cutoff point. It's got to be wait 37.
You keep talking over me. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you running straight through every time I try to say something, bro.
Well, I didn't know you was cutting me off. I was still talking. Go ahead, dude.
Yeah, actually, I think, you know what? Go ahead, man, because I think I got to fix something with my
No, you can go ahead.
Something happened. I know what's going on. Why you can't hear me? Because there's this like automatic noise thing that's going on my. Just go ahead, man. Let me try to.
Oh no, I'm saying at the same time, he's 36 years old. So I mean, if you plan on retiring sometime, I guess you got to have a cutoff point. You can't sit there and fight each and everybody like you're still young. You still got a lot of proving to do. You don't got to prove nothing. Well, what I'm saying is, go ahead and fight the best fighters out here that's left, and the best fighters out here that's left is Boots Ennis, Canelo Alvarez. Now, my man just added in Benavidez. Okay. I mean, he probably not going to fight both of them. But, okay. Like you say, if you can't get Canelo fight, then go ahead and fight him or whatever and call it a career. I ain't saying you got to fight both of them, but fight one of them. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, and everybody going to still have something to say at the end of the day, regardless of, he could have fought him over here. oh, well, he's gonna fought him over there. No, well, I mean, you got to have a cut off at a certain point at your age. You know what I'm saying? So, but uh, I'm hearing the echo of myself.
Oh, you know what? Oh, because I think I just did something. My bad. Hold on. Yeah, I did. I changed something to my audio and I got rid of echo. Is that better now?
Yeah, yep, it's get better. But that's all I want. That's all I had to
All
say
right,
anyway,
bro.
man.
I
That's all.
appreciate you, man.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Get back.
All right, I'm telling the rest of the Buzz fans to get off and get back.
Man, first of all, before you get off on that, let me tell you, man, and I mean this wholeheartedly.
Uh-huh.
There's a bucket over here called What Bud Wants. Okay. All right. I don't give a shit what's in it. Okay. I'm telling you, but you guys keep bringing up what Bud wants, what's in Bud's interest. That's Bud's shit, not mine. So if you are the champion at a one, and I say this for everybody, if you are a champion in a division, your job is to defend your belts. If you are not going to defend your belts, drop those belts so that nobody got anything to say to you. The second Terence Crawford drops those belts in 147 is the minute where he ain't gonna have no pressure to fight Jaron Ennis because he doesn't hold the belts. Right. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't hold all the belts and say I'm not fighting that guy and I'm not even gonna fight in the weight class. Yeah. No, if you're not gonna fight in the weight class, let everybody know it by your actions. Drop the belts. But he really wants to hold on to the belts because that's leverage for him if he's fighting at 154. So if I'm Bud's girlfriend, I tell Bud, baby, keep your belts because otherwise you won't be able to get as much money out of them because you won't be able to say you can go back. Like, I'm not trying to hear all that shit. That's his problems, bro. No, you cannot have your cake and eat it too. There's two different cakes.
You already got undisputed. Yeah, you already got.
Yeah, no, but he's the WBA champion. He's the WBC champion. He's the WBO champion at 147 pounds. Every other champion in all of boxing, every single one of them have a duty to fight the people in their weight class when you're champions. Bud does not get some special exception out of that Canelo doesn't have, that Devin Haney doesn't have, that everybody else has that. That's part of being a champion.
Right.
Some of y'all want to elevate this dude beyond champion status and start talking about what his retirement plans are. He can retire tomorrow. If he retires, we ain't gonna say shit about it, but retire. Hey, let me move on to Claymore Rain is back up out here with question number 96. So let me get back. All right, Jeff.
All right, now.
All right, bro. Hey, my guy, Mr. Pragmatic said, hey, Jeff, please come back again. Said, I'm about an hour behind because I got here late, but remove those Terence Crawford testicles from your eyes. Made me holler. Bro, I'm serious, man. Y'all, love him. Y'all legitimately love that man. Like, you are concerned. You are moved. It's like you are legitimately thinking about what is in the best interest of this man's life moving forward as if that is any of your business. Dog, he's not your child, okay? He's not your dependent. He's not none of that. You are not his what do you call it? He's not in your custody, none of that. Claymore Rain, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Fanon? So Dean, man, salute Dean, man. That dude got a future ahead of him. He really knows how to, you know what I mean? He knows how to deliver that punch, man. Right? But I got to push back at Dean a little bit. You know, there's two sides of every coin. It's never one-sided. It's two sides. Now we can all get caught up in the semantics of acting like one part of this conversation is what Bud is supposed to do, and one part of this conversation is about what Bud.
See, God knows that's why your ass got blipped.
Hear me?
Can you hear me? Yes,
okay,
I can hear you.
That's the first time that ever worked out for me. I got a phone call and it didn't knock me off. Anyway, I must be getting ready to say some fire. So that we can act like there's two separate conversations. We can act like when we talk about what Bud can do and what he's choosing to do, that we're coddling him, and then we can act like when you guys
are coddling him. We ain't
Okay,
acting like
and
it. You are coddling them.
all right. Or you can hold that perspective, and then we can hold the perspective that when you're holding him to
Hey man,
task,
I got a
that
key
he's
to this
violating some
conversation.
law.
Hey. Okay, I got a new key to this to carry this conversation on. Let's not do any restatements. Let's not echo. No echoes.
Okay, cool.
You know what an echo is?
Okay.
An echo is when you
Yeah.
feed
So you're
something
trying to
back
tell
that
me not to
was
say what
already said.
I said last
So
time?
no need to let's not restate what Deem said, restate what I said. Let's just get to what your point is, brother. Let's get to your point. No need to echo what was said by the other people. No more echoes.
All right, I'm just I am saying what I'm saying.
You are echoing. You're restating it. Don't restate it because here's the problem. Restating
I won't
it.
restate it. I don't really care to restate it. It's all good. I don't have to restate
Thank
it.
you.
Let me get to my point. My point at the end of the day is, if you want to be technical about what he's supposed to do, if your beef is with the way he's dealing with the belts, if everybody's beef is the way he's dealing with holding on to belts, then the argument is to the sanctioning bodies, not to him. He is doing clearly what he's allowed to do, and the sanctioning bodies are the ones responsible for stripping him, holding him to task, or whatever have you that you think he's doing or not dealing with correctly as far as the belts are concerned. What he's doing is no different than what a lot of boxers before him have done, including the Canelos of the world, you know what I'm saying? Or including the Jamal Charles of the world, who have sat there and held belts for way longer than Terence Crawford has held his belts. And clearly they're allowed to do it. So all he's doing is following suit and playing, and he's in Rome, and he's doing what the Romans do. He's going to take his time and do what he feels like doing when he's supposed to. Right now, Errol Spence is on the plate. He has no obligation to negotiate with nobody else on anything else but that. So he's going to sit back, chill, ride his horses, throw his football with his kids, and when he's done with that, you'll hear from him if he feels like fighting Jaron or anybody else. That's what the facts are. My opinions and my feelings, we can go deeper into that, but we won't. But that's the facts for everybody in the room that need to accept it. And also, hey guys, no matter what you say, he's going in the record books. Undisputed, 2 weight classes. That's who he is. You can't take it away from him, not even if you strip every single belt he got from him. So you guys get out your feelings about how you feeling about the way he carrying it. Boss shit. I gotta go though. I gotta pull up in Walmart. You got anything you want to say back?
Yeah, that's horse shit.
There you go.
See you later.
What's up?
I'll say it from here. You can hear me. Peace. You see her here from here. You just blamed the sanctioning bodies while you at the same time blamed the other boxers. Dude, it is up to Terence Crawford as far as whether or not that. Ooh, I hope I didn't ban you, bro. Ooh, I bounced you. I hope I didn't ban you. Hold on one second. Damn, I hope I didn't ban him. Dang, I hope I didn't ban Kelly Moraine. You know what? I'm about to do this. Damn. I don't think I banned you, bro. I don't think I banned you. Claymore, man, if for any reason I banned you, let me know, because I tried to kick you from the state. I kicked you from the back. I hope I didn't ban you. Anyway, okay, so we'll move on. Derek Choice says, no, I don't think I did. I hope I didn't. I hit a button. I was like, ooh, I don't know. I make sure I hope I didn't hit the wrong one. Because you can remove, but sometimes you can ban. I didn't mean to ban. I don't think he's banned. When you have a second, dude, see if you can click that link again, Claymore Rain. Because if you can't, then I gotta go into a detailed search for you. Derek Choice said, tell Boots to grow some balls and do like Shannon Griggs and go see Bud in person. Yeah, that'll help a lot. That'll help a lot. That'll get you there for sure. That'll get you there. Anyway, man, yeah, click the link. I was waiting for that dude to come back. My question is, when did Boots become mandatory? Like 2 years ago. He became mandatory something like 2 years ago, bro. Something like 2 years ago. That's a YouTube link, not a stream link. What is it? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the other. Yeah, that's that. That's me proving Rick Timms is wrong. All right, so here's the link. I'm sorry. Y'all been having a hard time with that. There you go. Nah, it's been over a year, man. He's been the mandatory. He's been in mandatory position. Let me put it this way. He's been in the mandatory position since Custio Clayton. And I think Custio Clayton was 3 fights ago. Custio Clayton was like 3. There you go. There's the link right there. No, he's not since he had the belt. Okay, Claymore, I see you, brother. All right, you're good. Cool. Yeah, I didn't ban him. I kicked him. Who was mandatory before Boots? It was this guy whose name is, man, it was some guy. I can't remember his name, man. I can't remember his name. Dean, what's going on, man?
Hey, I gotta say something to this guy, Nebraskan assassin, my guy. So this what we stooping to? Bud going to Australia to fight Tim Tszyu? Do you really think Bud Crawford, who thinks he's the A side, is going to go to Australia to fight Tim Tszyu? And Bomac probably can't even go with him. This is what we come to? So fighting Tim Tszyu in Australia you think is a bigger fight than fighting David Benavidez, who actually called your name out?
Hey, man, you got everybody. You're bringing somebody. You got to like frame this in a way where everybody knows what you're talking about, bro.
No, they in the comments, they seen Nebraska.
No, I'm telling you, me. Me.
I'm saying that he in there talking about Tim Tszyu. Remember when I came up here and said, explain to us who is these big fights that's bigger than a Boots or even a David Benavidez who called him out. They started saying, well, he could fight Tim Tszyu in Australia. He's not fighting Tim Tszyu in Australia. And then I hear all the excuses. Well, Bud could do what he wants. But y'all the same people that get, but so I guess Tank Davis should fight Issa Cruz in Mexico then. He could do what he want. Be consistent. Y'all know Tim Tszyu is not a star in the States. So to try to act like that's going to be a big fight, you're lying. That is not true. Tim Tszyu not even a huge star where he's from. And if you think Bud is going to take if y'all think Bud, the way he thinks, is going to go to Australia to fight that man, you are out your mind. That is not going to happen. So it's again, y'all ducking and making excuses. Why don't y'all want to see him fight Boots? Then they had the nerve to say Keith Thurman to be a bigger fight. Are y'all serious? Who's asked for a Keith Thurman fight? I need to know. Anybody? Have you seen him? Where he been at? I haven't. Have you seen him? I haven't seen him. Fanon, have you seen him?
No, bro. Pretty much anybody that somebody wants to fight Terence Crawford fans said that they don't deserve to fight.
Like I said, if you're going to 168 and you're willing to fight Canelo said no. But y'all Bud fans are sitting up there saying Canelo is ducking. No, he is not. But David Benavidez is not. So if y'all want to talk about not fighting Boots, not fighting Jermell, blase, blah, fine. Well, it's the Mexican monster up there that said he's more than willing to take the fight. And that'll be a big fight. Because actually, David Benavidez is popular in the States and in Mexico. That's all I got to say for now.
All right, brother. No worries, man. Get back with you, Dean. Hunter Young in the building. What's up, brother? Before you say something, man, hey, Chillville, your device is not connected. I see you next, but your device is not connected. What's going on, Hunter Young, brother? How can I help you, man? Is that Huey on that shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah. I'm actually on vacation, so I was like, oh, I got a question. And I don't know why I couldn't super chat the question. But okay, so if Bud has a contract with Spence, he can't negotiate another contract at the same time. I mean,
yes, again.
How does that work?
It doesn't.
That's
work.
what.
Yes, you can.
Okay, because that's what I've been hearing. Everybody say, well, he's under contract with Spence, so he can't negotiate another contract. And I'm like, that's strange to me.
That's because people that say that shit don't know how contracts work. Because you have a contract, and say, for example, you have a contract with somebody to build a house, and then you're going to build a house with them, right? You're building their house. You sign and agree that for the next month that you're going to build their house. You can go home, you go to lunch, sit down with somebody else and say, okay, well, I'm going to now negotiate with you to build your house once I get done with this one. He has to execute his contract. He has to abide by his deal, but that doesn't mean he can't negotiate for a fight with somebody else at the same time. Doesn't. What they're mixing up is where you have I think what they may be talking about is that where they may get it from is say that I have a contractual relationship with you and somebody else wants to do business with me, but they're trying to interfere with my contract with you and trying to say, don't build a house for Hunter, build
Okay,
my
got you.
house. You know what I mean? But specifically what they say in boxing, because that's torture. It's called tortious interference. I've always referred to it as tortious interference with contractual relations. What what my guy T. Orlando would say is tortious interference with business and contractual relations. But what it is you'll hear it a lot of times where somebody is under contract with a promoter to promote fights. And then you have another promoter go and make them an offer to try to get them to break the contract that they're in. That's an issue. But the mere negotiation between a fighter having, a fighter has a fight signed and then the same fighter negotiating for another fight at the same time, that's not the issue. And then people just try to people try to act smarter than they are or more knowledgeable than they are. That shit doesn't make sense at all to me. Not based off the facts that we know. Anyway.
All right. Okay. I understand now. Yeah, because I was like, I've never heard that before, but you explained it. So they like you said, they're just talking to be talking.
Yes, sir. All right, brother.
All right.
Thank you.
That's all I needed. Yeah.
All right, peace, bro. Croy Mayweather said, Fanon, you a lawyer? I'm retired. But I was. Let me put it that way. I'm retired now, but so I was. Yes and no. Yes, in a previous life. Now, no. So, but yes, basically yes. What's going on? What's going on, Sean?
Hey, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly well, very well, actually. You got all that worked out, brother.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's what I'm doing this
real quick. I'm sorry. King of Kings said Fanon was about to answer the John Bowie question I had. Yeah, John Bowie's fine. I talked to him. I talked to him maybe about 2 weeks ago. I exchanged texts with him about 2 weeks ago. So no, he's good and everything. He's just going through some things in life right now, man. So what's going on? What's going on, Sean?
Hey, and I just wanted to chime in on the conversation, right? So
yes, sir.
Here's how I'm thinking, man. I think it's the right thing to have stripped Terence Crawford for the belts. Because the thing is this: what people gotta realize is, we almost feel like aside from click the link, another slogan, here is mandatories, or excuse me, unifications trump mandatories, right? Because you're always having to explain this to Haney fans, right? Especially when they keep bringing up Lomachenko ducking and whatnot, right?
Yes, sir.
But in the instance here, even though when Errol Spence gets brought into the conversation, even though Errol Spence was unifying when he had the IBF, all of those mandatories for those belts he hold still sit there and stockpile. You know what I mean? There's a bottleneck, even though you're not fighting the mandatory, or even though you're fighting for other belts and collecting, and those take precedence, right? So at this point, when we know that if Errol were to have beaten Terence Crawford the first go around, he said, I'm going to 154. And then with Terence Crawford being notoriously the flip-flopper he is in terms of what he wants to do and never really being decisive right out the gate, right? Like, yes, there's the possibility that he could change his mind, but we don't know that. He's always, he's a here today, gone tomorrow if we're talking, what his opinion on something. So at this point, sir, with, when Errol was unifying belts and whatnot, all of those fighters are sitting in queue. And then you got a talent like Jaron Ennis that's sitting in queue. Spence isn't going to fight him because he's moving out. Terence Crawford is non-committal on fighting him. At some point, you got to draw the line and just be like, all right, we gotta take the belt, move it over here. Terence, if you want to come after this belt, you get first priority, on the belt. If you were to beat EJ in the rematch. But that's all I wanted to say. I mean, is think of that. Is even though, the belts were getting unified, all of the mandatories sit there, and bottleneck. And so at some point you just got to draw the line. So it's not really a hate, whether you hate or adore Terence Crawford. those are the facts.
Yes, sir. 100%, brother. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. I'll catch you
All right,
later.
get back. Yes, sir. Errol following us. Hey, Dare Choice, you just be trolling, huh? Knockout Boxing 86 TV said Bud Crawford has been openly saying he isn't interested in fighting Boots at all. Yet it's Boots' fault that he got elevated. I'm confused, and that is too easy to do. Easy to do. Why are y'all talking about the guy that said no instead of talking about the guy that said yeah? Look, man, at the end of the day, man, on this topic, and I appreciate y'all's support, the whole thing is kind of getting muddled up. Fuck. Hold on 1 second, man. These damn dogs, I got to put them in the backyard. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. Now I got a bunch of dogs in the house, man. I got a bunch of dogs in the house. That's us, a bunch of dogs tripping. For real, a bunch of dogs tripping. But anyway, man, it is what it is on all of that, man. Who y'all got in this next fight coming up, man? Like, for real, because the whole conversation is just twisted up. Terence Crawford is fighting Errol Spence. We know Terence Crawford's fighting Errol Spence. Yes, he has a contract with Errol Spence to fight Errol Spence Jr. That fight is going to be at 154 pounds. We know that. But people are going at Jaron Ennis because they thought it was unfair to strip Jaron Ennis. That's what brings up. They thought it was unfair to strip Terence Crawford. But that's where the conversation comes in, bro. Dogs are on Bud's side. You side them. No, Zeus would bite them. Zeus don't like Bud. Zeus don't like people that drop too many corny your mama jokes, bro. Like, dog, hey, man, for real, seriously, if any of y'all in Bud's camp, you please tell him to find a new joke. Joe, don't ask, what is that? Joe, I'm curious why EJ didn't fight Boots. This is an easy question. Rick Timms knows the answer. Don't you, Rick? Rick, you know the answer to that question, why Errol Spence didn't fight Jaron Ennis? Because he fought Terence Crawford. That's why. Why you act like that? Like that of everything that is said, the absolutely most ridiculous storyline is, or our line of argumentation. Is that right? Argumentation, yeah. Is why didn't Errol fight Jaron? You know why Errol didn't fight Jaron. Because Errol fought Bud. That's why he didn't fight Jaron. Is there some champion at 147 that Terence Crawford is going to be fighting other than Jaron? And why didn't he fight him the last fight before that? Because he fought the WBA champion. And before that, he wasn't the mandatory before that. But he fought the mandatory and Danny Garcia for the WBC. And before that, he unified for the WBC. There's no point in time where Errol Spence Jr. owed Jaron Ennis a fight where he didn't have another one that trumped it. Why do you act, Rick? Why you act confused about that, bro? Why do you act confused about that? Are we having memory lapses, man? Why do y'all still believe that the convenience store guy had something to give Boots to fight? I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, bro. If Spence won the fight, he would have moved up to 154 and not held on to the belts. Yeah, he's going to drop the belts. The rematch would have been at 154 pounds. He said he was going to drop the belts. No matter what, he couldn't make the weight anymore. No, sorry, Terrell, he couldn't have, because guess what? Boots never. He could have taken it. He could have taken a fight if Terence Crawford would have told him. But since Terence Crawford didn't tell him, what? I mean, if you guys would like, I'm serious, man. Look, man. I'll bet anybody $100 they can't beat me in that. $100. I got $100 on it. $100. What's going on, upper echelon? That you cannot tell me a time where Errol Spence Jr. owed Jaron Ennis a fight. You can't. No takers? I didn't think so. There will not be any takers on that. You guys can. Fanon, did not Errol have the opportunity to fight Boots when Bull pulled that weak David Advil move? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Because he was very clear that if he wasn't going to take, because he immediately went into negotiations with Bud right after that. And he said, if I don't, and he wasn't going to fight Boots because he said if Errol didn't fight him, if Terence didn't fight him, he's going to drop the belts. Because he said he couldn't make weight. He had been announced that. No, he didn't have an opportunity because Bud pump faked him. Oh, and also the WBC was coming first, which was Keith Thurman. The WBC was coming first, which was Keith Thurman. Come on, man. No, he couldn't. Or he didn't know it to him because guess what he was doing? He was trying to fight Terence Crawford. He was going for a unification fight for Undisputed. Now, when was he supposed to fight? When was he supposed to fight him? Instead of the person that he actually fought. You can't find a situation, brother. Well, didn't he have the opportunity to? Even if you said he had the opportunity to, he still didn't do it because he was fighting Terence Crawford, and that's what he did. He was in a negotiation with Terence Crawford for a fight. Terence pulled out, he went, and then he still fought Terence. We're not going to take any more dumbass comments, bro. Stick to the subject. I'm glad I slapped your ass upside the head with that wrench. I don't like clowns and comics. And guess what? He did strip that. They stripped that IBF right off his ass. Thank you very much. They stripped that IBF right off of his ass. That's why he's not undisputed anymore. Stripped him. Anyway, so like I said, you're gonna get up here and tell me when exactly he was supposed to fight Jaron Ennis, or you guys just got jokes? Somebody unblock Joe Salcola. Now he's an email. He has email champ tagged to his name. Like I said, Terence cemented hate. Nah, bro, he doesn't have email. There's no email champion attached to his name. Who hands out the email belt? I could have sworn he had the IBF belt. When did he get the email belt? Enlighten me on that one. When did he get an email belt? Who is this email sanctioning body? Terence Crawford got stripped, is what happened. Terence got ex-champion on his. So this is about one of those Bud-hating channels. Yeah, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah, Google must. You know who has it? Yeah, Google must be the ones.
How you doing today, Martin?
Man, I'm doing well, sir. Croy Merriweather. Sure, yes, I absolutely positively can. But go ahead, brother.
All right. I just got to touch on this topic real quick. What people fail to realize, and they must forget the timelines. At first the IBF was trying to make. First off, Boots is only the second IBF intern that's ever been made. He's only the second one. The first one was made because the dude got hurt and he couldn't compete. But yes, Bozy Ennis told y'all before that no matter what, after the undisputed match, they have to fight Boots or they getting stripped. Errol already told y'all this. Errol said he has one fight at 147, then he's dropping the belt. It's because he was gonna move up to 154. He couldn't make the weight, and the winner of that fight had to fight Boots. It wasn't gonna be no rematch for undisputed. They already knew that. IBF was generous enough to allow them to compete for undisputed because it trumps the mandatory. But once undisputed was achieved, they either had to fight Boots or vacate. Bozy Ennis has been saying this for the last year and a half. Boots has fought for 3 interim shots. He's fought Kukadajia, he fought Villa, and he fought Castillo Clayton. But the IBF
Hold on 1 second, bro.
Okay.
Joe Socala, you're not blocked, genius. Stop crying, bro. You're not blocked. What fuck facts you talking about? When you say you're blocked and you're not blocked. You're not blocked.
Yeah, we see a dumbass.
Right there. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, so Bozy Ennis has been telling y'all this. They've been petitioning for the IBF belt. And if he took the Keith Thurman mandatory, the IBF was still going to strip. The only thing that they allowed was the unification of undisputed. After that, they was either going to have to choose between IBF or WBC because the IBF wasn't going along with that. You know, the IBF, they have strict rules and they don't follow what the WBA and WBC do. So they allowed for undisputed, and that was it. He was going to have to either do his IBF mandatory or they was going to have to drop it. And people talking about Errol only had one mandatory fight in 5 years. That's not true. Danny Garcia was also a mandatory. And the IBF was Abakarov was number 1. He got beat by Cody Crowley. Cody Crowley beat him, and the IBF, the number 1 and 2 spots was vacant for a while. Then they elevated Boots up to that spot. So it ain't like Earl's been ducking his mandatory. They moved Boots up there. Then Boots fought Castillo Clayton. That put him in line for it. Then Karen Kukadajian. Then he just fought Villa, which made him the intern, the second ever intern in IBF history. And they also said that after the undisputed, they had to fight Boots. So Bud ain't getting the raw deal. It was already pre-established, predetermined. It was unless Boots was going to take step aside. Boots said he don't want step aside. He wants his belt. So let's stop crying about this. And that's it, Martin. That's all I had to explain to people because they keep pushing this narrative.
No worries, man. It's all good. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Get
No
back with you.
problem, bro. Have a great day.
Sir. You as well, sir. Belts are meant to be. Hey, my guy, C-Well06. Belts are meant to be defended, not held. Fight Boots. Yeah, I don't get why y'all don't want to see that fight. I want to see that fight. I don't want to see. I'm not really interested in seeing Terence Crawford fight Tim Tszyu because that fight's not. First of all, that fight's not going to happen. Just came. What's going on? Saint the Realist just came through to say Haney's a beast. Haney is a beast. Saint the Realist. Who's Saint the Realist, man? I know I was going at it with Saint the Realist the other day. Sometimes I think I'm getting old, man. My memory's not. Hey, thank you, C-Well. Hey, and thank you to everybody that supported this super chat today, man. In the Cash App. Thank y'all for your support, really. It's what makes the channel go, man. So thank you guys. I'm really hating that one dude that was about to talk crazy didn't jump back on the channel. Man. He's still my guy. Hey, shout out to you, Saint the Realist. Yeah, I forget the conversation, man. It was something. Come on, dog. At least pay for your commercials. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Who y'all got Thursday? Oh, I got, man. I'm gonna make $100 off somebody. The dude that threatened me. I'm gonna make $100 off him after we get this shutout pitched. You know. Hey, Mike Kirkland for the show. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man, for that support, bro. Thank you. Marcus the villain says, Burning the Boxer said, we fight our mandatories unless it's boots. Stop lying. They was elevating boots and he won't even fight. Up the rankings he went. And by the way, I'm a Benavidez fan. Dude, none of that shit you said makes sense. Stop lying. They was elevating boots. And he want even fighting. I have no fucking clue what that means. None. Up the rankings he went. Up there. He's been at the top of the rankings for like 3 years. And by the way, I'm a Benavidez fan. I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. You must be talking to somebody else. Croy, I'll put it up here, brother. Yes, sir. I'll give you that. I'll do it in a second. Like, yeah, it said that's an AI poem, something. Claymore back at it. What's up, man?
Man, today's that day, man. So, I have a question for you first, and not a question like challenge. I want you to clarify for me, because I'm really asking myself, as far as Boots' ranking in the WBO during the time of the negotiations that were going on in between Errol and Terence, was he
IBF.
eligible? I mean, I'm talking about the WBO belt. I'm talking about WBO right now. All right. I'm saying for the WBO, was he eligible to activate a mandatory for that title as well at the time? Didn't he have an option to do either the IBF or the WBO? Or no?
No.
Oh, he didn't? Oh, okay.
No.
All right. So I didn't know. That's why I was asking about that. But as far as also, I want to put on record that Boots was never chasing Terence Crawford down. He was chasing the IBF title down. The time when he petitioned his mandatory, obviously everybody knows that Errol Spence was the one who had the belt at that time. Now, as far as like,
then he wasn't chasing down Errol Spence either.
Right. I'm not saying he was chasing Errol. I just said he was chasing the IBF title down. That's what I said. I didn't say he was chasing Errol. I just said Errol was the one who had the belt. He wasn't chasing Errol down.
Well, let me back up. Let me back up and give you an explanation then.
Okay.
Jaron Ennis was in the rankings for all of those sanctioned bodies. All of them.
Okay.
And he was named the interim champion because he had gotten to the number one position in the mandatory position for the IBF, but he wasn't able to get the fight. So instead of just leaving him there, they said, okay, we're gonna make you the interim champion. Right. They made him the interim champion so that if one of those guys didn't fight him next, he would get elevated to become the champion.
Exactly.
He didn't withdraw himself from the interim from those other sanctioning bodies. So the way you're phrasing it is basically echoing that sentiment that he chose the IBF route. He didn't choose it. The IBF removed him from the rankings because he won a championship.
Right.
He wanted to fight either one of those guys.
Right. So, yeah, I was kind of framing it that way to a degree. I was asking, really, I wasn't trying to frame it. I was trying to get some clarity as to whether or not he had an option and he made a choice to go to either to go the route that he went. But so that's why I asked that question. So I'm no longer framing it that way. But that was trying to get to that point to see if that'd be a valid argument or not. And it's not, because like you said, he wasn't able to activate a mandatory with the WBO. But just to say that, as far as him chasing Terence around, that's not like he was chasing Terence around and Terence was willing to take the fight. He was chasing a belt around. Whoever had the belt was going to have to get that smoke. Jaron Ennis didn't care who had that belt. As far as me saying earlier in my comment about the email champ, that was me, because earlier before that message, there was another message where I said that as far as Terence Crawford fans are concerned, I don't know what they're going through, because I know people could say whatever they want to say, but for me, I'm not nobody's fan, bro. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a fan of everybody if that's the case. But fair is fair, and I'm gonna call it the way I see it at the same time. So as far as the argument that Terence Crawford shouldn't have been stripped for the belt and that was unfair, I don't agree with that sentiment. I think the IBF and all sanctioning bodies are going to do what they feel they need to do with the belt. The truth of the matter is, That's why I said what I said earlier. Even if they took all the belts from Terence Crawford, that shouldn't mean nothing to Terence Crawford. I'm not sure if it does mean anything to him as far as like his feelings or as far as him being treated fairly or unfairly is concerned. That really means nothing. He's still going to be who he is. He's still going to have the accolades that he has. If anybody would be upset about how this whole process turned out, I would say it would be Boots, only because they didn't allow him to fight somebody. They should have coordinated him to fight like Crowley or anybody else to fight and to allow him to get that belt so he doesn't have an email tag to his name. I personally don't think he's an email champion. I think that he's a straight up IBF. I respect him as an IBF champion. I know the body of work, and I know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to play no games with that man's face. That man is that guy in the welterweight division. But at the same time, Boots expressed some concern a little bit when he got interviewed by on another platform to say that he didn't choose to do it this way. He kind of was given the energy of like, man, he didn't like it like this, that he would rather have fought for it. And I know why he would rather have fought for it, because he knows he doesn't like the narrative that some people can bring to the argument to say that he's an email champ, that he didn't fight for the belt. So I was just saying, Bud fans shouldn't be upset about how the belts were taken away from Bud. The only person who should maybe have any complaint about how the belts were taken would be Boots, because he's the only one who has any kind of mud that can be thrown at him about how he achieved the belts. I don't think Bud gives a damn about how the belts are taken from him. Bud fans, because I'm not a Bud fan, I'm a fan of boxing, are going to be upset about that, because they're going to immediately jump into how Terence was treated. I think business is business at the end of the day, and Terence can move forward and do what he does with his career. And if you guys want the rest of the belts to be taken from him, Terence can give the belts back and make it easier for you guys, but he also can obviously hold on to them and not care about what none of you guys are saying and continue on with his life and live a great life. If he feels like trolling and you guys are biting on the bait, that's also his prerogative to do it. That's all I was saying.
All right, man.
Salute.
Salute to you, sir. Oh, dude, you're out of here, man. You made that account 2 days ago, dude. Get the fuck out, bro. Same usual cornball shit that you attention seeking that you're doing. John Runge, hey, and again, man, thank you. Hey, Jarrell, thank you, brother. Appreciate the $2 holler in the Cash App. Thank you very much for your support. Means a ton. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No one talking about what he can and can't do. Look, man, at the end of the day, bro, I want to see the fight, man. I don't have any problem. I mean, Terence can do what he wants to do. I want to see the fight. I want to see the Errol Terence Crawford rematch. If Errol wins, let's do it a third time. If Errol doesn't win and Terence wins, I'd rather see him fight Jaron Ennis than anybody else. Because that's what makes sense. I don't really care what the biggest fight is for Terence Crawford and what Terence Crawford wants. I don't care what the biggest fight is for Jaron and what Jaron Ennis wants to take place in his career. I'm not his daddy. Those guys are two of the best fighters in boxing, man. And I don't have to wait around. I disagree with you, Rick. I don't have to wait around forever and a day for him to fight other people to prove that he's good enough to fight Terence Crawford. He could beat everybody in that division, dude, and it still wouldn't prove that he's good enough to beat Terence Crawford. Really. You guys are never going to believe he's good enough to beat Terence Crawford. I've been around this block way too many times. Floyd Mayweather Jr. beat everybody and their mama and beat him badly, and he still wasn't going to be good enough to beat Manny Pacquiao. And even after he beats Manny Pacquiao, he still really didn't beat Manny Pacquiao. After he beat Oscar De La Hoya, he really didn't beat Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd didn't deserve the fight with Oscar De La Hoya either. For years. It was years of it. Years of it. I've been around this, man. No, the guy is never good enough to beat him until he beats him. And you guys are coddling Terence Crawford. And then you want to sit up here and blame. The only reason you want it is because, he beat Errol. Dude, Errol Spence Jr. has absolutely nothing to do with me wanting to see Terence Crawford fight Jaron Ennis. Nothing. If Errol beat Terence Crawford, I would still want to see Terence Crawford fight Jaron Ennis. Still. Solo Champ said, for the show, you're the best out of 100%. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you for your support, bro. I would want to see the fight anyway. Y'all got a million reasons for fights not to happen. To be such big boxing fans. Y'all got a million reasons for fights not to take place. And Bud, get the fight. Jaron Ennis is not some substitute for Terence Crawford, bro. I mean, for Jaron Ennis is not some substitute for Errol Spence. Derek Choice in the building says, have you seen Tim Zoo's Instagram post? I thought it was pretty funny. Nah, what was it? I don't really pay a lot of attention to Tim Zoo in between fights, bro. But I'll go look real fast. That's the logic I use for Tank and Shakur and Devin. I just want to see those fights. Yeah, I want to see the fights. Why you guys work so hard for fights not to get made? And then you turn around and say, well, the guys never really want all. Like, for example, let's take Devin Haney for a second. Devin Haney wants to smoke with everybody. But then when Jaron wants to smoke, oh, no. He should no. He doesn't. Dude, he got 30 fights, man. The man got more fights than Devin Haney does. I do believe he's got as many knockouts as Devin Haney has fights. But it's not time. No, it's not time. We just need to see him. Need to see him do more against who? Name the person that you want to see Jaron Ennis fight and beat that will prove to you that he's worthy of Terence Crawford in the ring. Let me know. Who is it? I didn't say he had to wait. I said bring Boots ASAP, but he will not beat Bud is what I said. No, what you said is you need to see you need to see more out of him before you think he can win. I remember what you said. I remember what you said. But you have said fight him. You've continually said you fight him. You have said that. We want the best versus the best like the old days. Like today, bro. Thank you, brother. Can't cap Boots don't want the smoke. Been there is known. What do you mean he doesn't want the smoke? If he didn't want the smoke, why in the world would he petition to fight him if he didn't want it? Why would you dude, there's no questions around Jaron Ennis. He's not been in a car accident. He's not flat-footed. All the shit y'all said about Errol Spence Jr. why he couldn't beat Terence Crawford. None of it applies to Errol Spence. Oh, Croy Mayweather said Fanon, BLK Prime. Oh, he said Fanon does. Oh, he said he does want them. My bad. Oh, thank you, Saint the Realist. Okay, thank you, brother. What are we arguing about then? You got some common sense when it doesn't comes to other topics. I'll explain it. I'm sorry. All right, so man, bro, I can't believe y'all sometimes, man, I need help because how can I say this, man? You guys have like competing narratives. You guys have is that the right way to say it? You all have competing narratives. Narratives that like contradict each other. Is that the right way to say it? It's like you're arguing in the alternative. But it's not all you guys have competing narratives. Because on the one hand, you say that Terence Crawford wanted to fight Jaron Ennis, and Jaron Ennis turned down the fight. You believe that lie. That's a stone cold fucking lie. Okay? That's a stone cold lie. But Terence Crawford doesn't want to fight Jaron. And he's right to not want to fight Jaron. So on the one hand, you say Terence Crawford wanted to fight Jaron, but Jaron didn't want to fight Terence. But Terence is right for not wanting to fight Jaron, even though Jaron wants to fight him. Those are competing narratives. They don't work with one another. You can't say Terence wanted to fight him, but he doesn't want to fight him. And Jaron didn't want to fight him, but he does want to fight him. So what is the scenario in the first? And I'm getting to you. I'm getting to you, Croy. So basically what this is that BLK Prime, I don't even want to say the dude's name because the shit irritates the shit out of me. Because there's so many bullshit narratives that get spun for the moment. It's like these things are things that get stories that get spun. Who was that? Okay. It's just BS, man. Like, the only way that I can say it is it's BS, bro. And I try not to like bring up names of specific people or get into that type of stuff. But look, Corey, this is what happened, okay? BLK Prime was in business and they did a fight with Terence Crawford. The David Avenetian fight on BLK Prime. When the negotiations started again for Errol, Spence, and Terence Crawford, BLK Prime had a representative. Now, note that I said a BLK Prime had a representative. Not Terence Crawford, BLK Prime. And they called up Bozy Ennis on the phone and said, hey, Bozy, or called Terence Crawford. Hey, would you be interested in fighting Jaron Ennis? And he said, yeah, I'd be interested in it. Yeah, I'd be interested in it. The person that was said to goes over to Bozy Ennis and says, hey, Bozy, Terence Crawford said that he would be willing to fight you. Would you talk to us about making a fight? Who? BLK Prime. And Bozy says, Ennis says, or Team Ennis says, yes, I'd be okay, no problems. But here's the thing. We have an agreement with Showtime. Showtime has to be involved. So BLK Prime talks to Showtime. Showtime tells BLK Prime what BLK Prime needs to do in order to get the fight made. According to Showtime, BLK Prime never calls him back. That's what happened. What people are trying to do is trying to say that Jaron Ennis was offered a fight by Terence Crawford and that Jaron Ennis turned that down. That is not what happened. What happened was a go-between who did not represent either Jaron Ennis or Terence Crawford tried to barter a fight, and the networks couldn't come to an agreement. Showtime and BLK Prime could not come to an agreement, and the fight fizzled out. No paper, no pen ever hit paper. That's what they're saying. So basically, because a YouTube channel called up Bozy Ennis and called up Terence Crawford, that is somehow an official offer from Terence Crawford to Jaron Ennis that he turned down. It's a load of bullshit, bro. And honestly, people should stay in their name. Just stay in their lane. Ron J, no, I'm not going to say the names. You figure it out. You figure it out. There's no need for me to say the name because you know the name. So why should I have to say the name? Why? So you can take a clip of my video and put it up and start childish beef with somebody? That why? I'm not like little he midget dude, bro. I'm not saying other YouTube channels' names to start beef. You guys want to tell me that Jaron Ennis ducked Terence Crawford, but at the same time, Terence Crawford said he never wanted to fight him, but it's really, stop it. Unless he really going to ignore Boots and make his Triple Crown a reality. The Triple Crown's not realistic. He's not getting that. Why would Canelo fight him? Y'all enlighten me into this, man. Oh, no. Oh, Ron J. Thank you, brother. I'm sorry. Well, don't worry about it. It's another YouTube channel, bro. But I'm not going to. There's too many people that try to start beef. So that's fine. I appreciate you. There's already enough beef running around. Edwin Volatile said, most of these so-called Bud fans, hey, man, why is Devin Haney ducking Gervonta Davis? What's going on, Steph? Be well, Fanon. International Boxing. Salute to you and God bless. Thank you, brother. Look, man, Jaron Ennis has got to become undisputed at 154. I mean, at 147. That's what Jaron Ennis is going to collect the belts at 147. So we're going to continue to have this conversation as long as Terence Crawford holds those belts. As long, and I don't, you know why for now. Hey, man. Hey, dude. Why didn't you tell me that Devin Haney knocked out Gervonta Davis in sparring? Why didn't you tell me Gervonta Davis got knocked out in sparring by Devin Haney? I am insulted. Man, y'all got to stop hiding. Man, come on, man. I didn't know that he got knocked out in sparring. What's going on, Antonio King? He says, salute for now. Good morning to you and everybody. Yeah, man. Thank you, brother. What's up, Antonio King? I didn't know Gervonta got knocked out by Devin Haney in sparring. And he'll beat everybody's ass up to 160. Look, man, I want to know why y'all acting like you don't know what the fuck Jaron is, bro. Dude, that's what I heard. Davis is in witness protection plan like Golden Boy had Garcia. Look, man, he must be. I mean, since Devin knocked him out. Who would have known that the only person, I know you're joking. No, I'm not joking. That's what people said. I've heard that, dog. I saw it on the title of a video. Gervonta Davis reacts to Devin Haney knocking him out. I saw it. It appears it happened in a parallel universe, Fanon. You were there. I mean, look, bro. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the metaverse. What's going on, Detroit? Monty Ma. Salute, Fanon. The world don't know about that KO. Like, what happened to that, dog? Like, where did that come from? Kai Alexander said, Fanon, you didn't know Devin beat Mayweather, Tank, Shakur, and sparring. That's the GOAT. Hey, dude, this is a way less depressing conversation. Dude, seriously, man, this is a way less depressing conversation than this Errol, than Terence and Jaron. Because the only reason that most of y'all, first of all, Terence Crawford's a bad man, bro. Am I serious? Ask me if I do believe it. Do I believe it? Hell no, I don't believe that shit. Because the story keeps morphing. It morphed into he outboxed him and he outclassed him to Gervonta Davis damn near killed him, but then Bill Haney managed to convince him to give him an extra 5 minutes. To now, Devin is the one that knocked him out. Dude, Devin is 3-3 with Ryan Garcia in the amateurs, bro. I think they need a tiebreaker with Ryan Garcia still. Devin is called the dream, right? He had to be. I'm just saying that's what I heard, dog. Don't get mad at me. That's what I was told. Don't get mad at me. That's what the word is. And Gervonta denied it because Gervonta Davis said he can't knock somebody out in 8-ounce gloves. How's he gonna knock me out in 16s? Ryan Stein, hey dude, I want to see that fight, bro. Somebody's gonna get. Hey, do no joke, bro. Ryan Garcia is gonna pop one of these dudes' bubbles, bro. What, Kevin Kirby? What's up, Kevin Irby? What's BFF? What's BFF? Hey, Kai Alexander, how come you never jump on my channel, Kai? Or did you? And I'm forgetting. Man, I ain't trying to hear. Oh man, Rick, you bringing up that Karen Kukadajian whitewash. The Karen Kukadajian exposed. Man, God dog, I hate that fight. Man, Karen Kukadajian, what a punk. Ryan been training that right hand. Let me tell you something, dog. Ryan Garcia gonna beat one of these dudes. Dev stopped Morrell in sparring. It's true because Bill said so. Hey, man, no, serious choice. Who you got, Rick Timms? Terence Crawford or David Benavidez? Who you got winning? Who you got winning? Since Terence need to fight David Benavidez. Hey, Fanon, I tried to jump on your panel. Your panel is always full and takes forever. But no, Kyle, let me tell you, I'm kicking everybody off for you immediately. You hit the chat, I'm putting everybody else off. Ladies first. I just got to see your face. Now, Kai, that you are a lady, right? Kai Alexander, right? You are a lady, right? If you're not a lady, please forgive me. If you're a lady, it's ladies first. I'm going to put everybody else off. They gotta have to sit down there and chill out for a second. Hey, Xena360 said, I heard Andre Ward retired because he heard Devin was coming for him. It could only be one kid in Oakland, something like that. Bud has a better chance versus Benavidez than Morrell. Man, first of all, he's not going to beat either one of those dudes. That's why I don't want to hear about the 168. That's why I don't want to hear about 168. Key Alexander. K-I is key. It's not key, it's Kai. K-I. Boy, Key Alexander. Boo Boo versus Benavidez predictions. I got Benavidez, but I mean, Kiki. Okay, Kiki. Okay, that's right. Okay, I got it now. Yeah, we told me this before too. Yeah, Key. Can you say Kiki then? Because I remember Kiki. Kiki Alexander. I like that's a dope ass name. Bud would do Benavidez, David like his brother. You're fucking high as kite. Derek Choice, man. Come on, man. Stay off that stuff. David, stay off that stuff, bro. Stay off that stuff. Don't do that. We don't need any of that, bro, around here. Back to Thanos for 9. David beats Tank at 140. Devin, seriously, man. Devin may take this L against Regis. My prediction is Devin gets a gift decision against Regis. That's my I remember Kiki Shepard. Yeah. I remember Kiki Shepard. Was Kiki Shepard Kiki Shepard was at BET when BET was not complete and utter trash, even though it was probably trash at the time. I just didn't recognize it was trash. Hey man, I think Regis is going to get robbed. I think that there's going to be a robbery in that fight. But that's a good fight for Devin. I don't think Kiki Palmer, yeah, look, man, Yeah, and Keke Palmer. I know Keke Palmer is the actress right now. Apollo Fanon. What is that? Key Alexandria. And it's Alexandria too. Kiki Alexandria. No, I'm not sleeping on Ugas. I'm not sleeping on Ugas at all. Not a lick. Amateur. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Amateur hour at the Apollo. Yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I do remember it. Yeah, I do remember the name. I just remember it was like, yeah, amateur hour at the Apollo. Okay. Derek Choice, let me look at this real quick, though, man. I think I can go on Instagram. If it goes the distance, Regis gets outboxed round after round. I don't know. Depends on how Devin fights. If he runs around that ring, you don't deserve to win. You got to beat the champion. That's what you say when it's mighty convenient, when it's convenient for you. You know, y'all, they say that when it's convenient for them. Who is Haney fought that hits as hard as Regis? Jorge Linares. Jorge Linares, if he catches you. See, I'm trying to do you a favor. See how I try to hook you up. Facts, I feel they couldn't let Dev lose. For now, you move the goals. Jorge Linares does. Nah, man, I'm not sleeping on. Man, Regis Prograis can fight, bro. Regis Prograis is a lot better defense than people give him credit for, too. He's just not using his feet a lot to do it. He's just not using his feet a lot. I don't think his feet are slow, but if he wants to run around and not fight, okay. Croy Merriweather said, I really don't think Regis hits super hard. All of a sudden, he's a big. No, he is. No, Regis Prograis can crack, bro. No joke. Regis Prograis cracks. He can punch. Regis Prograis is definitely a big puncher. No doubt about it, he's a big puncher, bro. No doubt about it, he's a big puncher. He can definitely sleep you, bro. Now, Regis can crack. I don't think Regis is as big a puncher as like he's not as big a puncher as like Gervonta is, but he's a very big puncher, bro. He's a very big puncher. Regis has been getting degraded a lot since making the fight with Haney. I mean, that's what happens with every Bud Jablonski. That's what happens with every Haney opponent. Haney fans rip him to the ground, call him a bum, and then after Devin Haney wins, then all of a sudden he was the best fighter ever and better than anybody else has on their resume. That's how it works. Every fighter that Devin Haney, before they fight Devin Haney, they're trash. After Devin beats them, how big is that ring supposed to be? 90 by 90, brother. 90 by 90. I guarantee you it ain't going to be the ring that O'Shaquie Foster just fought in. I know it's not going to be as big as the fight that O'Shaquie Foster just fought in. That makes Haney look bad. I'm telling you, dude, they did it to George Kambosos, Maria. What do they say? Somebody help me. I need somebody to help me with this. What were Devin Haney fans saying about George Kambosos before Teofimo Lopez fought him? What did he say? What did Devin Haney fans say about George Kambosos before Teofimo Lopez fought him? That he was trash. Fanon, names are exempt from grammar rules. Oh, I'm not sure what you mean, brother. So now let me move to the next question. What did they say about Lomachenko after Teofimo Lopez beat him? What did Devin Haney fans say about Vasily Lomachenko after Teofimo Lopez beat him? Exactly, that he was too old. But then what did they say about George Kambosos after Devin beat him? He was the number one guy in the weight division. What did he say about Lomachenko? He's a Hall of Famer. It's the best win that anybody has on their resume after Devin beats him. Come on, man. You guys continually do that. You guys continually do. Richard Prado in the building. Let me hit that gong for you, brother. What's up, Richard Prado? That's how we go. That's how it goes every single solitary time, bro. Devin said Loma was too small and too old 3 years ago. Then T.O. beat him. I'm telling you, that's what happens every time. So if Gervonta Davis had beaten Regis Prograis would have been a bum until Devin beats him, and then Regis Prograis becomes a great fighter. The problem with Devin Haney is not Devin Haney himself. The problem is the fans of Devin Haney. And the fact that you guys are led around by the nose with any argument, bro. Just led by the nose. You guys live in the moment. You don't think about what took place before. You don't think about what takes place afterwards. You're like Devin puppies. You know what I mean? You're like Devin's puppies. You just go around to wherever the food is. You know what I mean? And then when you get big enough, you defend him no matter what. You don't think about it. If Devin stands across the street and come here, you run right across that street, no matter if cars are coming or not. You guys are like well-trained puppies at this point. What Devin say? What's the truth? That's what you guys be doing. And don't tell me I'm telling the wrong. You don't tell me I'm lying, because I'm not. Hey, Mr. Ramsey, what's up, brother? Hey, my guy says Haney saw poor Regis performance and got brave. Now, I'm not going to say that they're going to give their wife to Devin now. I'm not going to go. Hey, thank you, Samuel Ramsey. Brother, thank you for your support, bro. Thank you, sir. It is what it is, though, man. But look, man, I'm with 2.5. I'm going to get up out of here this morning. Much love to everybody in chat, everybody in the super chat. We'll be back tomorrow. We're only 2 days from fight. We're only 2 days from the fight day now, where we're going to get to talk about this excellent stuff going on Thursday. Fanon, you are not right like a dog. Seriously, that key. They are. That's what it is. Like, how can you not see this? How can you? They do not have any sense of the past, no sense of the future. Except for Frequent Flyer. Y'all crazy. But anyway, I'm out of here, man. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chats, and I'm going to get back with y'all tomorrow. Deuces.